No, really, you really should cover that. They'll track you down and they'll eat you.
Michael.
Jack, what's
Do you
up?
remember when Jeremy and Matt kissed?
Oh, an Extra Life?
Yeah.
Not this year.
Yeah. They kissed
Not
a
even
lot.
last year.
There was the
Was
second
it? I
time.
don't even think it was last year. It was 2 years ago.
Wasn't it last year?
It was a lot of
think
kissing.
it was
No,
2
it was
years ago.
probably 2 years
A
ago.
lot of kissing.
Hey, welcome to Off Topic episode
Heyo.
number 103, the post Extra Life show. Do. It just means this is after Extra Life.
Yeah, it is.
I am your host,
More immediately than you think.
Mikis. Joining
Mikis.
me this week, Jeremy,
By
taking
Scourge.
over Jeff's spot.
This guy. Look, it even
Alfredo.
still said I was
Went
Jeff.
up and then
Yeah,
we
they
pulled
weren't
the
even
switcheroo.
ready. We did switch and forgot to tell them. Hey, by
Yeah.
the way, it's
I'm
Jeremy,
Jeremy
not Jeff. Alfredo,
They just put me here.
we've got Jack, and also Ryan. He came from
I
a
just got
play.
here. I did.
Yeah,
Did.
this
They
week
were very poor. They did not have enough to eat.
was the play, not your children.
was the line that my son got.
Oh, okay. There you go. Nice,
cool.
nice.
Did he say it with like bravado? Was it like,
That was about
Please,
exactly
Jack,
the
let me get to the
delivery.
money.
Hey, we're
Thanks.
poor.
Hey, thanks for sponsoring us this week. We've got Blue Apron, MeUndies, and then
MeUndies.
also they shoehorned in the RT store again.
And that's why we're not poor. Thank you, sponsors.
I was just thinking about we haven't had a MeUndies sponsor.
I
in a
mean, I
while.
get nothing. I get
we're,
undies.
we're due with an underwear fairy.
I think you need to talk to Trevor on that. I feel like he's been getting them, maybe save them.
Maybe.
No, they've definitely been arriving because I noticed there were a couple pair that I didn't recognize in Gus's office.
Oh
Really?
shit!
Oh.
Dude, they're always banging out them new designs.
There was a
Underwear
MeUndies
fairies
drop a
looking
couple
to
weeks
see.
ago. I remember.
It comes in like a supply.
Like,
drop.
yeah, it's like a parachute.
Yeah, no, everyone comes in there is like, hey, is Trevor here? I'm like, no.
Unfortunately,
I'm like,
you
put
gotta
on
get
his
to it
desk.
quick or someone else gets them.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the last underwear fairy I had was the Army Men one. And that was, God, probably
That's
2 or
been
3
a while.
months
You
ago.
gotta fight for it, man.
I wasn't here
They
for
go
that
quick.
one too.
We gotta demand our
And
right.
your right to party.
They go
You gotta
quick.
fight for that.
Yeah.
And Gertrude.
I'd rather
Nice.
fight for my right to undie.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a jammy day yesterday, which is something I enjoy.
Oh,
when I
really?
can get it
Just
in.
jammed out?
Yeah, it was me and Iris, as it was, Lindsay was gone for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I got up Sunday morning, got her dressed, like out of her clothes at night, changed her diaper, put her right in a new fucking pair of pajamas. Two of us were just in jammies all day.
Nice.
All
There
day
was like
jammy day.
18
I left the
things
house
that-
once.
There was like
That's
18
it.
things on me that hurt yesterday.
Yeah.
See, I was good. I had the baby. It was like a cleric putting like a shield around
Yeah,
me
absolutely.
kind of deal.
Yeah.
I had a great time at Extra Life. I felt like I did nothing. Like it was killing me inside.
Oh, no, I've seen a
Because
lot of gifs of you
Lindsay-
and Baby Iris.
Lindsay was
Dancing around.
gone.
Dance
so
was
funny.
phenomenal.
I could get the dance in. Lindsay was gone, and I just couldn't get hammered. Couldn't eat a bunch of shit and like be throwing up.
There was the Vegemite.
Couldn't be like pooping. Even the Vegemite. Like I had it. I would have went to town on it. I'd have been licking your head up and down, but
What
dude,
happened with the pooping?
they lost them. So I ordered the gummy bears, right,
yeah,
which
yeah,
were actually
right.
knockoff gummy fish to make us shit our pants. Even Gavin, he was all game for that.
To be clear, we're talking about the Haribo sugar-free
yeah,
gummy
sugar-free.
bears.
Right,
Make
but
you
they don't
poop.
sell anymore.
You can still find
You can get
the
'em
Amazon
on the internet.
reviews,
Yeah.
which just detail how intestinally
all
destructive
all
they
the
are.
reviews are about them shitting their pants. It's either a 1-star or a 5-star. Both talk like
Both are like,
talk-
I shit myself.
Yeah, it's like these
5
taste
stars.
great, but watch out, you'll fart all day. Like there's a lot of farting too. So I was like, that's awesome, I'll buy that. I bought it on the 9th. It was supposed to be delivered same day. Extra Life was the 11th. Didn't fucking get it on the 9th, and now it's like, maybe by the 11th. And I'm like, okay. I got here, like I left my house at like 7:30. I'm like, if it gets here before then, I said nothing. I get back home after Extra Life and checked, and it literally goes, sorry, we might have lost it. You might want to order another one and just like cancel this order, or you can just see if they show up.
Yeah.
So right now I'm saying, I will get a video out of them. I'll bring them to work and we'll do a video.
Sell
But I was
shit
gonna
themselves.
do that for Extra Life. I just kind of, on the way in, I bought a bunch of McRibs, kind of
Yeah.
threw them out, and was like, do whatever with them.
I think we had about 4 of those of
Yeah.
the 20 you
Yep.
brought in.
I ate one. That's
Yeah.
I
I've
think
never-
I
still
think
never
they
had one.
fucked around with like 4, and then like 5 people were just like, can I get one?
Yeah.
Like, I asked if anybody wanted one. Chad's like, I'll take one. He had one. Then, completely separate to that, I was getting one to wipe the Vegemite off your head onto the bun and then eat it. And I like walked around, so I had to walk past Chad and literally watched him go, oh, we have to do that with it. And he was like, and he started getting up. I'm like, no, you can just eat it. And he's like, oh, I can? Oh my god. He was like,
Who like grenaded a McRib onto Max?
That was fucking Gavin, of course. I was gonna say Andy. That was Gavin. He was like, "There you go," and just threw it. Dude, it was 1 inch out of his hand. The box came open. The meat separated. Every single condiment went in a different direction. I looked at Jack and I was like, they came in 2 like big like handled bags, like shopping bags, and I go, 90% of them are like opened in the bag. That's how flimsy the box is. Gavin threw it like a frisbee across the room. It got 2 inches and just blew apart. Yeah. It was like a pitcher hitting a bird.
Yeah. It only blew apart on Max though. Like
Max got hit with
it went
all
over
3.
like my head and everyone else's head, but
It
it only blew up on Max. It was all over.
It hit like
him.
his bourgeois shit.
Yeah.
Bad and bougie.
Yeah, bad and bougie.
The fucking
The fucking
McRib.
McRib is probably
She was like, ah!
non-bougie as you can get.
Yeah, pretty bad though.
What does bougie mean?
Bourgeois.
Bourgeois.
All
Like
right.
it's like I don't know.
I don't know. That's
It's
it's
like
Max.
classy,
Is it another word for
I wasn't even
ratchet or
gonna jump in and
something?
pretend I
The
knew.
bourgeois?
No idea.
Like the French middle class?
I think so. I think that's what it is. Extra Life was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It was
But so I just
really
wanted to
good.
especially thank everyone at Extra Life, in Rooster Teeth, all the peeps, all the community members, everybody that donated, but especially just for me personally, I want to thank everybody during the Team Nice Dynamite that all fucking chipped in and did all the stupid shit that I didn't do. Fucking Jeremy was getting destroyed.
Hegemite.
Alfredo and Andy, Trevor, they got all in there. You guys fucking
was a
carried
sacrifice.
it. And especially to Gavin, who usually bitches out about everything and passes everything on everyone else. Literally didn't have a single conversation with the guy, nothing. I could just tell at Actual Life, he was like, I got this.
Yeah.
Everything I said, Gavin will do this. He was like, okay, and he
There-
did it. He got
Oh.
lit
That was
up.
so funny.
He was fucking throwing up the milk. He got lit up with all the paintballs. I was just like, everyone else take my paintball shots. Listen, I can't be bruised and battered and like drive my baby home. So
Well, that was Andy. Andy took your paintball shot. So that was
Dude, it was
27
I
shots.
watched it.
28.
I watched it.
No, it was
It looked bad.
But it was
Why?
incredible. $1.2 million.
1.2 million, which is freaking incredible. Yeah, it was really, really awesome. The whole stream went so well. I mean, like everyone chipped in from like pretty much all of Rooster Teeth in some form or fashion. Broadcast was here for all 24 hours. Actually, Broadcast was here for about 27 hours total from start to finish. So those guys definitely kicked ass. We had volunteers coming in. It was everyone like put forth their best foot, and we got 1.2 million when it was all said and done.
We
So-
should also say, just because of the holiday, Thanksgiving, like the recording schedule is all screwed up today. We're shooting this on Monday. So
Yeah.
Extra Life just happened.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
this Saturday
Very fresh on the
and
brain.
Sunday, so it ended yesterday morning.
Yeah.
So it's actually kind of nice to be able to do the podcast like right after.
Yeah, it's
Extra
still fresh
Life,
in your
'cause it
brain.
Just, yeah.
Man, the I gotta say, Too Spooky was freaking hilarious. Like those
So
guys were
funny.
so funny.
Dude, there
It
was
was
like
so
no
good.
segment that I've like someone hasn't said that was my favorite segment.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
everyone was just
The
like,
Who's
yeah,
Line
the best
stuff
is the best.
kicked ass. But Michael, I gotta say, I am pretty sad because we did not hit 1.5 million. So I
Right,
can't
which is
destroy
why
your
I kept
table.
saying put it at 900,000.
Nope.
Like I
Really?
vetoed that like
You
a
lived.
million times.
You lived. You
I mean,
beat us
I-
It's wobbly,
see,
though.
see, here's what I hate.
all
I hate like
scratched
when
up.
you set a stretch goal for something and then you don't hit it and then you just do it anyway because it kind of defeats
Yeah.
the purpose of the stretch goal.
Well, this was a
But
super stretch goal.
considering I've argued with your super stretch goal every time you've ever said it, I don't care. We're gonna destroy this fucking table because
At
I want
some point.
I want a new one. I don't care how we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it soon, and I'm gonna get rid of it because for
Marcus
the love
can
of God,
spray paint
I'm
planets on it.
sure he didn't even start the new one. It's been almost 2 goddamn years. This table's been fucked up.
Yeah.
Like this table barely had a
Beautiful.
run. It got like its wheels off the ground.
Yeah.
As like
Still standing
it's
pretty
like
good.
it's
And it was
like
branded back
it's
onto
like
the
if
floor.
the Titanic survived the iceberg, but like they never
barely,
fixed it.
right.
You
And they
know?
crippled
They just
the-
put
the
blue
ship,
tarp
yeah.
up and like fucking like some rope
Yeah.
and just like taped it and that's it. What's up?
I'm having a thought.
Yeah.
Oh,
what's
no.
what's your thought?
I mean, I'm just looking at it,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking,
Can we legally get C4?
well, I mean, sure,
Semtex you can
that
get.
would be fun too.
Easily we can get it.
It seems like the legs of this thing would be very conducive to strapping like solid rocket boosters to it. I wonder how high we could get this bitch.
I mean, this would like murder someone.
Well, you just do it in a
you
field.
gotta do it
In a
in a
field,
safe
how do you
area.
control where the fucking thing lands?
Oh,
It's
you-
gonna go
block
straight
it.
up.
You do it in a big field.
Yeah.
God knows how much this table weighs. Like
Launch
100
right
pounds.
at the group of people. And
It's
everyone's like, run!
to the field.
Dude, if a bunch of people are running from the off-topic table, that would be so funny.
It seems appropriate for the death of the
That's a
off-topic
fucking
table.
that's a fucking Final Destination death. Someone gets flattened by this table.
Yeah.
Someone
Jesus
say it's an honor.
Christ.
I wonder.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously,
think
it'd be
about it.
kind of hard to get like real big boosters, but I wonder if we strapped enough
Yeah.
model rocket Yeah, just-
Well, I wonder how,
those?
How
There's
much
no way.
quantity
Oh,
is
yeah,
quality
ideally, we
here?
get
What
four
are we
like
talking
big
about?
kickers.
how much does it cost to
rocket
rent
the
a
table?
crane?
Yeah.
Like we can lift this thing up by a crane and just drop it. I think that would probably be.
That
Drop
would-
it
no.
with
Lift up
boosters.
the crane
man.
and then you
It would
boost
just,
it.
it would just
You drop it, and then it takes off. Yeah.
No, we gotta like. It's at this point we gotta
just
like
drop
either
it straight
chop it in
down.
half or blow it up or set it on fire. You just burn the whole damn table.
Or
That'd
shoot
be
it.
funny. Shoot it.
More
Shoot the shit out of
ceremonial.
it. We could give it like a Viking funeral.
We take the metal
true.
off and then just.
Oh, dude, we
take it
get
out.
flaming
White
arrows.
Flaming arrows would be cool. Fucking soak it up first.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say one thing we do know about this table is it doesn't burn well.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can fix that.
We can douse it in something. We can score some marks into it and put gas in there, which would soak into the
That's
actual.
what- that's
yeah.
what we're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah,
There
we're
you go.
setting it. We were priming it to burn it.
There's a lot of things we could do.
We should not just drop it. And it would just be like,
will just be
and
this.
it bent or it broke.
But yeah, so we didn't hit 1.5 million, which is fine because we were aiming for 1 million, which is incredible, and we crossed it. And
got
then,
1.2?
but that
1.2
means a number of things. That means I'm getting a tattoo of the $1 million stretch goal. We couldn't get a tattoo artist in house due to all kinds of like not licensing, but like safety stuff that like tattoo people have to go through.
I was about to say, wasn't
Tattoo part.
tattoo the safety issue because
Well,
of the-
no, like because like if tattoo artists, if they use like equipment that's owned by a company, they can actually have their license revoked.
So
if
is
it's
the
not
is the
proper,
policy
so-
it has to be a documentary? Because we've done that twice.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
we did it in school and the Jeff
Yeah.
dog.
They weren't licensed. They hired that guy on the street.
No, the
Whatever, I'll do it.
The Jeff
Hey,
one,
you.
the Jeff one was licensed. I know that for sure. I don't know about the schooled one, but I'm sure they took
I mean,
care
he
of
did
it.
a hell of a job.
Yeah.
A hell of a nose. that guy
It's a
drew.
good nose.
Also, since we
It's a
crossed,
good hat.
we crossed 1 million, which means Achievement Hunter the musical is happening.
Who's writing this thing?
I think
Jack.
I think Jeremy and I are gonna work on it pretty much together.
That means he's
He
gonna make
didn't
you
know.
do it.
Well, Jeremy, you seem like you were excited about it.
I
You
believe
seemed
in
like you
you.
wanted to do all that work, right? Come
The
on.
rap,
We
the
need
rap
to,
worked out
we need
quite
like
well.
orchestration. Come on.
No.
We're gonna reach out.
I want to write it.
We're gonna reach out to the JT Music guys too to help out as
That'll
well.
that's when you get the spotlight on you.
And then also we hit 1 million, which means Ryan has to do a shot at some time.
Dude, yeah.
So
Oh, that's
Ryan
true.
and I have to do
Yeah.
a shot
I
together.
mean,
so
we could do that today.
Good. Ryan, you can
You
have
got
a shot
something,
today.
you got something good?
Yeah, we got
All kinds of
whiskey.
crap
we've
over
got
there.
there,
We
Al.
get the whole card over there too.
We got vodka.
That's not good. I mean, you're not gonna like any of it.
You're not gonna like
I would
any
say
of
if
it.
Ryan likes
Okay, if
anything,
there's
I
gonna
know
be-
it wouldn't be awful. Fireball.
That's what I was
Fireball's
gonna say.
not too bad.
Fireball,
Fireball's
it tastes like
Cinnamon.
cinnamon chewy.
Cinnamon,
I think
yeah.
we killed the Fireball bottle though. I'm pretty
Is there
sure.
any Fireball left?
I think we.
That's a
We'll
shot
check
that
it.
Ryan could do.
I think we finished.
That's
it.
actually
That wouldn't be
not
horrible.
There's
bad.
something of something left. I'll tell you that.
You know what else is delicious? Jaeger.
Oh.
Talk
Yeah,
shit.
I don't
Whip it up.
get the impression that it is.
It's black
It's
licorice.
okay.
It tastes like
I
black
hate
liquor.
licorice.
Then you want to like it.
But it's still like a candy you don't like, as opposed to rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, like 151.
Dude,
like,
you know
that's
what's
the worst.
impossible?
Vodka also not good
Yeah.
to
Fucking
drink.
taking a
Vodka
shot
didn't
while you're
taste
doing
like
a
anything.
plank without using your hands.
It's like
Oh yeah,
ooh,
yeah.
that
we
was
did do
really
that.
hard.
You basically, yeah, we did.
What?
Yeah, we did shots while doing planks because we had
What the hell
two.
does that mean?
You know what a plank is?
Like when you're on your
Planking?
forearm.
No, no, no.
When you're on your
Oh.
forearm.
Planking
Oh,
is
like a
It's an
workout
Got that
plank?
from
You're
the
just
You
workout.
basically
Gotcha.
you lay down like you're doing a push-up, but then you drop to your elbows hitting the ground, and you have to stay like in a push-up position.
Okay.
So it's all your
work
core.
out our core, yeah.
And then
abs.
from that position, we had shot glasses. We had to grab with our mouth and then do the shot while planking.
But
you're in a position
physics
where
means-
Yeah.
So basically, it meant we planked, we got the shot, and then you had to like roll over onto your back to finish the shot and then go back into the plank.
Oh.
It was not easy, but we all did it. And Patrick did it too. I don't know if Patrick's here, but Patrick jumped in. He was
Yeah,
like,
he
"Yeah,
did.
I'll do that."
When Gavin took the shot from the glass that was stuck to your head.
Oh
for the Vegemite.
that worked out so well.
Dude, everything about
All right,
the
the
Vegemite
second time it worked.
amazing.
The first time,
When the
Jeremy
glass
started
worked,
laughing.
you
and
just
it
started going like
spraying
this.
I
everywhere.
started laughing,
started
and then someone
freaking out.
spilled, and so I wanted to correct it, but I didn't know which way the glass was. You just started like,
going
which way do
like
I go? And then it all came out.
Dude, that looked like that worked amazing.
Yeah, Vegemite
honestly.
worked
The Vegemite,
so
it
well.
worked way better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
It shaped, it molded.
And it looked shiny. Someone
It
described it
was
as like
very
Lego hair, and I was
shiny.
like, "Oh yeah, it's absolutely that." It was like real
It
shiny.
was fucking ridiculous.
There's
There it
been-
is. There's a
Oh.
photo of Vegemite if you're watching.
It's like
the shot glass stuck in.
It's like the scene in
That thing
Pitch
did not
Black
move.
when he's shaving his head with like
I was
engine
saying
grease.
that to Jerry
Yeah.
on the thing.
There was several times, like yesterday and this morning, that I'd be like laying with Kat in bed, and I'd hear her go, "Ugh."
Dude,
It's like I wash my head
smells
so many
bad.
times, and it's like
smells
I like
so bad.
sweat sometimes, and it smells like Vegemite now.
Oh.
I can catch whiffs of it.
I was sitting right next to you, couldn't smell it.
Really?
That might be a bad
That's
thing.
Cat,
wild.
well, the thing
It
is,
stinks.
even though Kat was like, you know, she can catch whiffs of it, and she's like, ugh. When she was smelling it when it was on my head, she's like, it smells like chocolate. It's like, it smells good. It's like, what is wrong with you? You're Gavin. Like, you're
think she
like,
was-
you have that weird Gavin idiot
She
mentality.
was like
that Australia
caught up
has.
in the moment or something.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm probably not that jar anymore because it was on your head, but we've had that but we've been talking about Hegemite for a few months.
Yes, it's like,
Yeah.
In the middle of Let's Plays, maybe some of them have come out already. He's done it a bunch. We'll just be doing something, and he'll be like, hang on. Oh, yeah.
Is that Vegemite he has, or is that Marmite?
That's Marmite.
Yeah,
to
it's
be fair.
Marmite.
It's pretty similar
It's
though.
like, it's the
similar,
same-
It's a similar
right.
Same idea.
stink.
It's the same tub of shit.
It's a very
Yeah.
similar
Bite.
brown stink, and he'll
Yeah.
just be like, oh yeah. It's like smelling a sealed can of shit.
It really is.
And just being
It's
like,
terrible.
oh yeah, and then he just seals it back up. It's
It's so awful.
I don't. Katie compared Vegemite to peanut butter, and I gave her a death stare.
Yeah, that was not
I
right.
was just like, consistency-wise, maybe it's not as like.
I don't know. It's
it-
even more like tar.
It is,
Yeah.
but like, what the fuck else do you compare it to?
Tar.
Peanut butter's not well something you eat. Peanut butter's not the worst thing in the world. It's just like imagine peanut butter, but it's goopier, wetter, thicker.
It's like
and it
stretchier.
tastes like
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And it has a disgusting aftertaste. Like, to me, Vegemite is the human version of like putting peanut butter in a dog's mouth. And I'm just like, oh, it's just the taste just never goes
Well,
away.
yeah.
It's so thick.
But I mean, it's supposed to be used as like a condiment style,
Yeah.
but it's not a condiment. But it's meant to use.
There are plenty of
not
freaks.
liberally.
There are plenty of freaks though, like Gavin. It's like, oh, just eat it with a spoon.
Yeah. So.
But not even that. It's like there's no other food that I like off the top of my head that I would open and smell and love and everything, but also be like, well, you're not supposed to just eat it. You're
Yeah.
supposed to be very, very light on toast.
Well,
it's
that's
like,
like-
no. It's like, I mean, like, if it's that bad that
How
it's
about,
like
mustard
you
or
To be fair, like
you can take mustard and go.
but to be
This is
fair,
mustard.
you want to get a
Too
spoon
much.
of it.
if I went,
Too
to,
much.
I need a spoon of mustard.
if
I
I
can eat a lot
lived
of mustard.
somewhere
Right.
that like if I lived somewhere that didn't have ketchup and like just ketchup didn't exist in that country and someone was like, oh, here's some ketchup, like that smells good. Like I miss ketchup, but at the same time I wouldn't just eat it raw. You know, that's how I take it.
But you could eat it if you took a spoonful of it and ate it raw. You would be like, it's ketchup.
I would not.
Yeah.
I
Pretty
could
intense.
go on the mustard. I couldn't go on the ketchup.
Yeah. You
couldn't do a
But
spoonful of ketchup?
I'm not a ketchup.
I used to have this
Man, my
weird
kids do
mayonnaise
that.
phase where I used to
Kids-
take like
They'll just sit
turkey,
there and, like, just
roll it up,
Anything.
dip it in
Kids,
mayonnaise.
ketchup. Ketchup is food.
I don't
It's
know.
just like-
It was delicious for some reason.
my nephews eat fucking ketchup and eggs, and it's not eggs with
Ah,
ketchup.
I've heard of
It's
that,
like
but-
ketchup, and then there's some eggs in there. I'm
Oh,
just
to
like,
drown it.
I can't eat ketchup with eggs. Period. That's
I
fucking
had a friend-
I need a
disgusting
light
to me.
coat. I need a light
I hate
coat.
that shit.
I had a friend growing up that
like-
would have cheese and ketchup sandwiches all the time.
Ah!
All the time.
Now see, my
That's,
favorite
you're
thing.
missing the goddamn burger in
The
that
best,
sandwich.
the best
Right.
part of eggs is if you get like that breakfast platter where you have like pancakes and bacon and eggs, and then you get the syrup on the eggs, like the
Are you
pancake
describing
syrup on
McDonald's? Because that's
So
very
good.
is a
McDonald's.
breakfast sandwich.
I'll-
and the big breakfast platter, you get the hotcakes. It's pretty good.
I'm not a syrup on eggs kind of guy.
I'm not.
I like hot
like
sauce.
separate
I
the
like
shit out
hot
of that.
I wouldn't
Like,
pour the
yeah.
syrup on eggs, but like when it mixes, like oh, you get a little
like
vibe.
nothing
Like,
on
oh,
eggs.
yeah, it's not bad.
You like collateral damage.
I like
yeah,
my
yeah.
eggs
Just straight
moist
up.
but not runny.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
them nice and like wet and cheesy.
You don't.
That's how I like my
So
eggs.
you don't like it when you have an egg that you cut open, the yolk comes out.
No.
You don't like
I
that?
No,
love
if I
that
if
for
I
easy.
if
With
I want that,
toast?
and I don't usually do over
Oh.
easy. I
You
usually
can
do
just dip
sunny
it
side
around?
up. I do sunny side up, and then you stab it, and then you get the toast. But that's like I'll eat over sunny side up because I want the yolk and the toast. If I want eggs, I get scrambled or eat an omelet.
Those
Yeah.
eggs with the runny yolks, I put those on a
Amazing.
ludicrous
Yolk
amount
is
of food.
so good.
I'll do that with the toast, but then I put runny yolks on my burgers. I put runny yolks on my pizza,
Sure.
and I put runny yolks on my pasta.
Egg whites are
I gotta
like
try
Pasta's
pizza.
pretty
egg whites
normal.
are like
It's
a
like
pizza.
carbonara.
I put it on my noodles
So
too.
I didn't start pizza until I went. There's a place, a pizza place that I go to every now and again. Like if Kat and I are gonna order pizza that night, and they have a pizza called the Hangover, and a Hangover pizza has
Weird
like
that you would get that.
it's got peppers and like sausage, Canadian bacon, I think, and then also it's got 2 fried eggs on it. So like there's 2 pieces that when you
interesting.
bite into it,
Fried
the
eggs
yolk goes
are
over the pizza.
Good,
It's just like,
man.
I feel like
Fried egg on
I
a
really
burger.
like that and appreciate that.
so fried eggs,
I'm
man.
getting good at making them,
Make
but I don't like them.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Man, I went
Pasta.
on
Eat it
a
on
breakfast
pasta.
sandwich kick for a while where you get like an English muffin, cut it in half, and then like toast it, and then you put some scrambled eggs, some bacon on there, and it's like, oh god, it's so good, and some cheese on the top of
It's
it.
just so much work making
It's so
breakfast.
much work.
Making your
So
own
good.
breakfast
Right,
sandwiches.
it takes
While
fucking
McDonald's is like,
forever.
you
You just
Right.
drive right up to
Hi.
McDonald's, those egg
Like,
McMuffins.
Dude, we'll fucking
they poppin'.
shoot it out the window
like,
like a
yeah.
can.
Jimmy
Like,
Dean frozen breakfast sandwiches.
They're
I
not
have those.
bad.
They're pretty good.
They're not bad,
They're called
man.
they're like Bright Delight or something.
Yes,
Something Delight.
I get if I
have
get them.
those.
I
They're
get
really good.
When I'm really lazy
the
for
croissant
McDonald's.
buns are the best,
and they're not
buns.
that bad for you either.
No.
Like, you know, obviously the salt content's kind of high.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean,
And the alternative is McDonald's.
dude, it's way better.
Or
for you
spending
than
half an
McDonald's.
hour making your own breakfast
It
sandwich.
just takes
That's
fucking
true.
forever.
Oh, dude,
It's
a
also high
fucking
in salt, probably.
What are they? McGriddles? What's the thing that
McGriddle has
like
the syrup in the bun.
Yeah.
those things?
Ah,
Like,
oh, wow.
awful
buns.
for you.
Yeah.
They're
Oh, yeah.
so bad
Fucking
for you.
good.
They're like
though,
900
Never
something
had that.
You're just
calories.
feeling
Start
like
now.
when you're feeling like a fat piece of shit and you want to have a breakfast sandwich and
good.
pancakes and syrup in one. They nailed it.
That's the number one thing I can't
They pulled
convince
it
myself
off.
to eat.
Yeah,
like, if I
sure.
go to
That
McDonald's
sounds
and I'm
like-
like, I'm gonna get
Dude,
something. I
There's
bacon,
so many
egg, and
things.
cheese McGriddle. Whew, I'll suck it down.
Double quarter pounder.
There's some things it's like it's just too much.
Too much.
It's a lot though.
What is
The
it,
double
like
quarter pounder is
the,
a lot.
So
the
much
vanilla
meat.
bean frappuccino from Starbucks. I'm like, this is delicious, but this is bad.
You're also
This is
drinking-
Starbucks drinks are
real bad.
You're
for you.
drinking
calories.
diabetes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what it is.
Oh,
Man, I was talking McDonald's. I want to get a McRib.
I know.
I want a McRib.
I haven't had one
I'm,
yet.
I'm sad I missed the McRib set.
We could. What time is it now? We could probably get someone to get McRibs.
I mean, I'm already full on.
We could Uber Eats some McRibs here right now.
We don't have to.
I'm,
we could.
Yeah,
I'm
we
already-
could.
And I had beef.
I'm banged up on
Yeah, I did.
Salmon.
Did you not just eat
shitty
lunch?
cafeteria Thanksgiving dinner.
That lunch out there was pretty good.
Oh, I didn't have any of it.
Oh, dude,
there was a line.
Rice and beef. Holy
Any
fuck.
I can
chance
eat
I can
rice
get-
for days.
Any chance I can get
So
to eat
good.
fish, I'll
Dude,
take it.
Panda
good.
Express came up like that. So
Yeah.
our Dell Children's contact brought over a giant like crate of Panda Express, and it was all like rice and orange chicken. It was so.
Damn,
it
I
was
missed
so
that too.
perfect.
Yeah, and it was at that lovely
Late,
point
right?
where you
I came
stab
back
one piece of
later
orange
for
chicken and it all
the-
comes out.
Yeah.
I came back later to kiss Chad.
And you just-
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
did, yeah.
Yeah,
So I saw
yeah.
you on after.
Yeah,
I left.
Ryan showed up pretty much right after you guys kind of wrapped up, and then
I left because my baby just started screaming.
Yeah, she
Ryan's
wasn't.
there.
She was tired.
Like I left with her, dude. I was putting her in the car in the parking lot. She was just screaming at the top of her lungs in the parking lot.
Aw.
From the time where I was saying like goodbye to the stream, out the door, into the parking lot, into the car seat. 15 minutes on the way home, just nonstop. And then finally it was just like, ah! It's like, dude, she falls asleep in 2 seconds in the car. As I kept explaining to her, kid just doesn't fucking listen sometimes. As I kept explaining on the way home, I was like, if you stop screaming, you'll fall asleep. You're keeping yourself awake. She was literally awake just because she was screaming. The second she like stopped for a breath, she passed out.
Nice.
But she like,
Yeah,
dude, she held it together the entire time.
She did
did
so
great.
well.
She was just like,
for everything
we're
that was
leaving
going
now.
on.
And I was like,
the,
now we're
the
leaving.
league donations definitely kept her up. It was that alarm going
Oh,
off?
the alarm didn't bother her at all.
Thomas,
It was
Thomas.
the 80. It was the 80 people screaming that started getting to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the alarm, people kept mentioning the alarm. I don't know what it sounded like on the stream. It wasn't that loud here. The alarm was pretty.
It was mainly all the
Yeah.
people going, ah!
It was that.
Yeah.
It was that. It was that. That started freaking her out. But
Man, I was happy. The Wheel of Vengeance looked awesome. I was so
looked
happy.
oh yeah, we have it too. We should.
Oh yeah,
we
we're
should.
we're
We
keeping
should.
it. We're gonna keep it for
Is
next
the
year.
pommel horse still
No, I
around?
mean,
'Cause that
it's
was a
God.
nightmare.
They were asking.
That was dude.
Oh, did you see the pommel horse?
No.
That was the one,
I
so I
love
came back
pommel
from the
horse.
screw attack
We
round.
should show Jeremy how the pommel horse works.
game show?
Yeah.
the game show, which
Should let
screw
him-
attack,
Oh no
they're
no no!
always
Oh, I saw
amazing.
that. I saw that.
Damn it! I thought we were gonna get him.
That's not what came to mind when I thought of a pommel horse.
There's a good
No.
chance Jeff did. Oh, there's the Wheel of Vengeance. So there's a good chance that Jeff did not see the pommel horse though. So there's
Jack, go spin the wheel.
Oh, actually, is it right? Is it
Spin
right?
it
Oh,
right
That's why I
now.
mentioned it. They asked beforehand if we wanted to move it, but
Yeah,
it's
there's a
heavy as
light
fuck
on
and
it,
they
too.
can't move it. So just
Spin
go
it the
stand
right
next to
way,
it.
because Elise almost took that
Spin
wheel
that
out.
wheel, Jack. It's got such a good sound.
So good.
So better than the previous
Oh,
year.
oh my god. It's such a good wheel.
Got our prices right there.
And you've landed on.
Pommel horse.
Jeremy gets drunk on off topic.
Oh, red space. You die.
They actually mic'd it up too.
The only
There's a mic on
the
it.
only upgrade I hope for on that wheel next year is that the pegs are actually like in the middle
Yeah,
of the
on
space
the
because it
line.
would land in the middle on two different spaces.
And just
You
go
can't-
back and forth for a second.
Did we keep that lighted thing from school
lit one? Yeah, we-
specifically to use this year?
we had that one.
Yeah,
and
but I think
then
that one's better.
Screw Attack
Honestly,
actually
that's
brought that
pretty
one
good.
down. So
Yeah,
when
really?
Chad and Sam
Yeah.
came down, they're like, "Oh, this is a Screw Attack wheel," and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's so much better than what we had." And so
Yeah, and the one we had was good.
yeah. The one from school.
We've
was
upgraded
great.
twice since last year.
Yeah. And so the one from school had lights on it and stuff too, but this one is just so much bigger and so much more hefty. It was like, oh, okay, this is good. So
Screwtack is good at going hard at that sort of event.
Screwtack, Chad is the man when it comes to extra life.
Chad is definitely one of the MVPs of the stream this year because he did the whole thing where he was punishing people during the Japanese game show stuff, but then he sacrificed himself at the same time. He's like, all right, everything on the wheel is basically for me. Like there was one thing that was someone else had to do a one-chip challenge, but everything else was literally Chad gets fucked up.
Didn't
somehow.
he pummel horse like twice?
He did.
Yeah,
Oh
at least
my
twice.
God.
No, twice.
Well, at least he has kids on
I didn't
Oh,
donate.
It was at least
Oh,
twice.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I didn't donate. I waited specifically till his segment ended
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
I didn't punish his
Yeah, he
nuts
showed me
again.
that thing.
Yeah, here, let me grab the pommel horse, and I'll show. We're not going to use it on the set unless we can find a sucker.
See,
to come
it's
in.
a horse. It's like you sit on it like a horse, and it pummels.
Lindsay!
Biggest sucker of them all. What's going on?
What's up?
So,
So I get it. You know,
Okay.
I get why you call it a pummel horse.
Don't get on
so did you see how it worked, Jeremy?
I mean,
So,
I
for
saw a
those that- for those that-
demonstration.
Let
me
with
get
a-
on. Hop on.
Nope.
That's one of those ladies' sex toys, right? Where you sit on it and it
Absolutely.
vibrates.
It's a Sibian.
Yeah.
Yes.
It vibrates once really hard.
This
Michael
is
knows, but I don't.
this was a Sibian back in the 1800s.
Oh, okay.
They used
All right,
this
so-
wooden device.
So it's
To
women.
punish
Yes.
adulterers.
So basically, it's a like a kid's kind of like play horse type setup with a little handlebar.
We should dress it up just like that.
That's
Someone
true.
just sits on
And
it.
it's got a like a bar that you hold on to, and then there's an elastic band in the middle, which is held down by like a little latch. And when you pull it, so if someone
This
sits
has
on
got to
it,
be loud.
their junk
Heads
goes
up.
here, and then when you pull it, it does this.
Oh!
Christ.
Why?
Which, great question,
Well, so
Michael.
okay, so last year they had like a spring-loaded thing that was
Christ.
it was pretty punishing on the nuts, but could have been worse. This
So-
year they upgraded.
I'm happy I went on.
So that will snap your balls.
I
is what
only,
it'll do.
My
I only saw and
God.
heard the pommel horse on stream. It's way worse in
It's
person.
pretty
Oh,
terrible.
yeah.
Holy shit.
And
I was just
so-
thinking about my anatomy. I'm like, would that be like
Well,
really awful?
so the
or
first
would
two
it-
to go
yeah.
down were
Issa.
Muriel and Issa.
Issa, yeah.
They took the first two. What did you
Did they
twat
take it
swats?
like women?
They did. Actually,
Good.
they really walked them off. And
Yeah,
then
they're
Sam
twat
caught
swats.
it,
Yeah.
and it was not nearly as easy for him to go about his business.
So they fared better.
The first,
they definitely fared better.
Dude,
first-
that like
the first time Chad
That's
did it,
terrifying.
literally
I'm
snapped
so
him off. Of it.
I've bumped my nuts before and wanted to cry.
yeah.
Okay.
Alfredo caught me in the nuts.
That
hard.
that right there
Yeah, I
looks
didn't even
like
know
an
until-
execution device. I
is-
cannot describe to you the sound.
Let's see here.
All right, this is gonna go fucking flying. Try not to smash the lights.
We're gonna launch a skull in the air.
I can't see anything. Okay, sorry.
We're gonna launch a skull in the air
What is
using
this- what is this
dick
gonna,
elastic.
What is this gonna prove exactly?
That if you put your face on it, you're making a mistake.
I don't know how you. It's,
Try not to smash the lights, please.
Did anyone put their face on
Let's
it?
see if I can
No.
find something.
No, that's bad.
No.
no, we're,
Just don't just go, no.
You will lose an eye.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
definitely can't do it under the 50 lights. I just saw what that
It's
thing
like
can
a
do.
catapult.
Okay,
What-
what are you
It's
doing?
gonna launch.
Fucking
He's gonna put his face
Magneto
on
over
it.
here.
ready.
God.
You got a helmet on. You won't
He's
put the back of
he's
your head on
Yeah,
there?
that's what I'm saying. That's fine.
I don't know, like, also, I want to say, like,
What, Michael?
Yeah?
make it shit. I want to be like, I'd be like a gay Magneto, but he's gay already.
Yeah.
So I don't. That'd be if he was straight.
Come at me, X-Men.
No, but he's
that what
gay
Magneto
now,
says?
but he
Like
doesn't
sex
sound
man,
like
yeah.
that. He's
Exactly what he
badass
wants.
now.
Yes.
Is Magneto gay though in the
Maybe
comics?
Magneto's
All
not.
No,
That's the actor.
bad.
I like to
Oh,
think
there's
that-
Wait,
Chad.
Magneto might
Oh,
be.
there's
Oh!
I don't know.
Magneto and Professor X totally want to
I
fight.
think
Right?
that was.
I think they might have.
I think
Yeah,
you're
that was the
confusing
first
that
one.
with
The
Second one, he
was.
like just laid
They were
on
just
it
good
in the
friends.
He didn't get
I'm
off.
looking up his Magneto gay.
I don't think
Put my
he
hand
is.
on the pillow just to feel the amount of
Eric,
dick it has.
Eric, what's his name?
Like, ready?
Vespi.
Yeah. Oh, wow. To throw a pillow, it still gave a
Okay,
kick.
so let's not shoot it.
Yeah.
Good God, yeah. All right.
So
It is
that's-
so much worse in
I'm
Can somebody
terrified to
grab
see
one of
what
those
they come
weights
with
over
next
there?
year.
And we'll just put that on there.
Lord.
Next year, it's just going to be a moil.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
The guy that
The
circumcises
circumcised,
people.
yeah.
Oh God.
You
It's
watch
going to be a screw
Seinfeld,
attack
come on.
bris is what's going to
God,
happen.
but that's a bris. Yeah.
Yeah.
Please, a bris is
Oh,
not. the
there's a
same
weight.
thing as-
I don't know what you do with that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be any consensus.
Also, brisses, not that good. A lot of
No?
emergency room trips. Yeah.
Not that
yeah, there's
good.
been babies who have died from them.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, babies die all the time.
read
That's
out.
You
what
have
they
to
do.
fuck that up.
I
Damn.
Babies die.
Usually from the cat stealing their breath.
Yes, as they do.
Oh, right. The
Or
cat breath.
fans.
Right.
Or
Ceiling
the
fans.
witches from Hocus Pocus. They
Yeah.
do that too.
I know you're here because I'm slowly getting pushed off my chair.
I like to man spread.
When-
Dude,
okay,
it's
question.
unfucking controllable. She like sits in her seat, then gets off her seat as much as humanly possible, and then just puts her fucking knees right into me.
All right.
Let me show you.
We
like-
sit down. Here, go like this way.
We'll
I'll-
do
no,
demonstration
Sit,
first.
sit next. Pull that chair up next to you. So you think if you get two chairs facing forward, you sit on them like human beings and face forward with
In
your
my
knees
brain, this is
in
what
front
it's
of you.
like.
Right. So this is like we're just sitting and we're looking forward and her knees are facing forward. But the way
Okay.
Lindsay sits.
In my brain, this is what's happening. What's actually happening is this.
No, that's not even true. What's happening is this is what happens.
Hey, buddy.
She literally turns her knees completely into my knees so that I'm just like this off
I wanna be near you.
constantly. Every
be a
fucking
part
time
of
you ever sit next to me, I have to be like, get the fuck off of me.
We are one.
No, we're not. You have your own goddamn space. Jeff doesn't sit in my fucking lap whenever he sits next
I mean,
to me.
he can.
Jeremy didn't touch me the whole goddamn time.
You can touch
I don't
him.
touch, man.
You sit down, okay?
I was like, how do I
Unless it's
finish
on the
this?
wheel.
Yeah,
Like, how do I finish
unless you
this?
made out with Matt.
Yeah.
Made out.
Wasn't made
Made out.
All right,
Twice.
I got a question for so.
What is that
All the
question
guys are at
for,
this table are
Yeah.
are in relationships.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
For
is,
now.
I want to know if this is just something that happens with me,
Here
or
we
if this is
go.
everyone. When you're walking, so you're walking down the
When you
sidewalk
kiss a guy, just get
next
a boner.
next to your woman,
A-okay.
right?
Yes.
Does it
love
always
it when you call them
seem
your
like
woman.
she
Yes.
is
I'll tell
getting
you right now.
closer to you, and you're like, you always have to kind of move away to
I do
keep
that
your
too.
distance?
No.
Yup, 100%.
I,
100
really-
Like
billion
cat, she
fucking
keeps
percent.
like she'll like bump into me, and
I
I, have
walk-
to move over.
I
and
walk
then
in a
she'll bump into
straight
me, and I have
line.
to move over.
I walk in a straight line. Lindsay walks at a 20-degree angle.
Yes!
Constantly pushing me to the fucking side.
I've tripped
Constantly.
over people.
No,
I've
I mean,
done
it's
that.
like if she bumps my shoulder, I'm like, oh, okay, and I grab her hand and we walk hand in hand.
Oh,
That's how
get
we
the
do it.
fuck away from my hand.
Right. I
Yeah.
sometimes grab her hand to keep her in line. Because if I don't, then she's just like this all over the
Oh
goddamn
no,
place.
that's what Cat's
The
arm is for.
fucking
for me.
worst is walking next to her in the fucking airport with luggage. Because all she does is hit
Oh, it's awful.
It's just like
it's just
it's
constantly
like
into me.
I have to tell
no,
Lindsay
no, look.
if,
Yeah,
if
right,
I'm on
okay.
the right, hold your goddamn luggage in your goddamn left hand.
Yeah.
It gets back to
Because
my
you
purse, too.
just bash into me. You don't walk in a straight fucking
My
line.
right hand is dominant. This is the area I want my luggage and purse on. I'm sorry
Right,
it's
but if
you.
I'll go, okay, I'll be on the left. Everything's in her left hand. It's instinct. It's like, oh, Michael's on the left, I'm just gonna fuck him up on the left.
See,
No
that's-
matter what I do
exact
to get
problem.
around
Yeah.
it, her brain like is like, all right, oh, I got you.
I don't
I'll
have
fuck
this
you
problem
up.
at all. Like Laurie and I are like sharks when we're traveling through
We
crowds
just-
of people.
and they
We're
just eat
both
dolphins?
just constantly moving for the most.
I can't do that.
It's
efficient
like
way to get
having
I
a
can't do that.
shark.
that
both
explains
walk
you
fast.
deplaning as fast as you possibly
We get
can.
the fuck out
It's
of
like having a shark traveling with a fucking blind goldfish. That is like the equivalent. I'm like, come on! And she's like, which way?
Not
Which
even-
way is it?
Not even a goldfish. I feel like I'm like Nemo. One of my
Jesus.
fins is too short, so I'm going
Yeah.
this way.
Now, see, like
Jesus.
at airports or like anywhere there's a crowd, I'm with Katie. I'll just walk and then I'll look and she's not with me anymore, and she's just like found something shiny, and it's just like what? Like
Oh,
I'll be 30
that's
feet ahead, and
awesome.
I'll be like, what the hell?
Dude,
And she's
very
gone.
similar. Except
Like, she doesn't say anything. If she'd be like, oh, I saw something, like, okay, I'll stop and wait. But no, she doesn't. She just stops and moves, and I lose
She'll
her.
find you.
It's not that
Good.
We're
Cat
just
has
trying
found
to get
something
rid of you.
shiny when I
Trying to
suddenly don't
lose
have
you.
Cat anymore. It's that we're both heading to the same place, but Cat has this ability to like slide between people as they're like closing. Like it's like they're like an Indiana Jones door of human beings,
hat.
and she'll just go like whoop right through, and like without any opportunity for me to do it, and then she'll be like 18 people in front of me.
Oh, so she's
and
in
she'll
reverse.
turn around and look for me, and I was
That's
like,
like high school shit. You train in that in
Fuck.
high school to get through the hallway. You like follow the football players. They're huge. They'll make a path, and
Yeah,
you just.
you gotta
oh
pull
no,
back.
in high school I just stayed as wide as possible and went.
Well, that too. I have some things that might hurt.
People
if I
would
do
bump
that.
out of the way.
No, it's like working at Disney, like working with there's like thousands of people. It's like, all right, I'm gonna worm my way through this. You just learn it. It's just
Also, you were saying holding hands and walking next to each other. Adorable. Best pickup line that I've ever experienced. Check this out. You're like, hey, Jeremy.
Yo.
Can you hold this real quick for me?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you don't let go.
You're just grabbing someone.
Jeremy likes being touched.
It's also not even really a pickup line. Yeah.
Called,
I like this one. I
Jeremy,
like,
thanks
hey,
for not
Alfredo,
punching
right
me.
here. That's what we used to do that to each other in school. In school all the time, we used to do like go like that to each other, and if you actually went for it, they just grab your hand and kick you in the shin.
Start somewhere.
What is up with you in your school, Jeremy?
It's a young
The other day, we were like, yeah, we just flung staplers at each other.
My friend did throw a stapler at my dad.
That's what went on.
Jeremy tells stories about high school, and I feel like we would have gotten along perfectly. We
Right?
just had shenanigans all
You
over.
guys
Yeah.
are menacing kids, that's why.
I told stories about how we used to staple each other.
Yeah.
Well,
Such a
One of your
goddamn
friends got
nerd.
stapled in the head.
Jesus, I never stapled anybody, but
It's
I had
not
a
that
friend
big a deal.
who did.
Getting stapled?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just like you'd be
Punctures.
like, dude, I don't know how to
like
do
a
this.
pinch.
Like staple their arm, and they'd be like, oh god! It was like a staple.
See, also, at least they were friends with you. My friend Peter, who did it, he kind of had some anger issues, and they had to deal with that later on. But there was a kid sitting behind him in class. He kept kicking his chair, and he goes, dude, if you kick my chair again, I swear to God, something's going to happen. And of course, the kid's like, oh, yeah, okay, whatever. Peter calmly gets up, goes to the front of the classroom, picks up the stapler, opens it up, sits back down at his desk, kicks him one more time. He turns around and he goes, well, bam, onto his hand. And
Oh.
I like the idea of the teacher watching this
Yeah.
kid take a stapler
No
from
one
the
gave-
desk.
That
Like,
happens a lot.
Yeah. In Dallas,
Kids only staple your friends. All right.
Or
not
not,
out of
just don't
anger.
staple them at all.
Yeah, just don't.
Dude, I watched.
know,
or not.
I watched a girl on a bus. There was a kid sitting behind. This is like in high school. I think it was freshman year. It was a kid sitting behind this girl, and the girl had a cast on. I think it was just like on her arm, and he was just like annoying her, like hey, like bothering her. I don't know if he was like hitting on her or whatever. I don't remember. He was just like kind of a nerd. She like was like, leave me alone, give me like 2. And then literally just turned around and whacked him right in the face with her cast.
Oh.
Just immediate blood like all over his face. Part from his nose, part from the kid had like acne, and she like busted like half of his face.
So there was like blood
Open,
and pus.
just from the cast. This is on the way home from school. Had to fucking pull the bus over. Cops showed up, and then the cops showed up. They separated them, but they put the kid who got hit in the cop car and left her on the bus while they dropped everyone else off.
Nice.
Wait, why
And
did
they
the
were
cops
just-
have to show up for that?
This is a bloody kid.
She hit someone in the face. That's it.
That's yeah.
When you bust someone's face open and they start bleeding, it was like the bus driver's like, God damn it! And they had to like call it in.
Dude,
and fucking
bus
pull
drivers are
over
the
and
most
just
done
wait.
human beings
They are.
in the world.
They are.
Like
Well, generally,
school kid bus
and the thing
drivers.
too is generally they are done. Like it's a lot of bus drivers are people who have retired, and
Yeah.
then you become a fucking
driver.
school bus driver. And
Like
they're
Joe
like,
Kendo.
I hate everything. I already fucking worked my whole life, and now I'm dealing with you goddamn kids, especially high school kids. Like burn in hell. You know what I mean? Like this, like little kids are annoying, but if you're like a bus driver, it's like damn little kids. There's no like little kids in high school.
Yeah.
You're like you're just a fucking shitty little adult, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like
Even-
5 years, I'd kick your ass.
Even then, going back to Dallas, though, it's like, okay, the cops were called because someone hit someone else in the face with the cast. Dallas, people beat the shit up on like buses all the time. No one gave a crap. The bus driver would just drop you off and be like, okay, whatever. Don't
Yeah,
punch your
go
friend
get that
tomorrow.
patched up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have fun. Get out of my bus.
Shit got real in like San Francisco because we didn't have like the traditional like yellow buses. When you went to bus, you went on like the public transportation, and it was always packed. So then you'd be in the back, and shit would just go down because you'd be shielded by all the other random people on the bus, and that's where like kids got bullied, or you just deal
blowies?
Yu-Gi-Oh cards, not blowies.
No.
Not-
Or you get
I
bullied
saw-
or
yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh
I
cards.
saw some
whatever.
handies. Saw some handies, but no blowies.
Yeah.
None of that.
No blowies.
Yeah.
Times.
I didn't see a lot of handies on school buses when I was
Yeah.
growing up.
We also had
You weren't on the
you
right
sat
bus.
in the back
No,
of the
apparently
school
not.
bus, so you hit a bump and then you hit the ceiling. You do that too.
I did do that.
Yeah, and then sometimes you
Absolutely
hit your
did
head. Yeah.
Yes. Some people go into the ceiling off
I'm
of
glad I
buses.
didn't ride the bus.
Yeah, I
Buses
stopped
are
riding-
awesome.
I stopped
That
riding
is
the bus.
short term on the
After
bus.
middle school, I stopped riding the bus. It was all like I had a friend who lived 2 doors down from me that went to school. Like at high school, he's like a junior. I was a freshman, so I just rode with him. And then I had my license my sophomore year. So yeah.
I only took a bus freshman year when I transferred schools for a couple months because it was further away. Other than that, I either drove when I was a kid, and then I just walked my entire life. Like since like 4th grade, I walked to school.
Did you ever bus luge?
It was all pretty close.
Bus luge.
What the fuck does that mean?
Is that lay down in the alley?
Bus
in the aisle?
luging is where you and your friend decide you want to race, and you sit at the back of the bus, you lay on the floor. Horribly dangerous. Don't do this. But at the time, it was fun in the 90s.
Also,
I mean, it's probably still
disgusting.
fun.
Yeah,
It's
you-
on the ground.
Yeah, but
Really
that's
illegal
different on a
thing.
I'm
public
already
bus.
filthy.
Yeah, and also
There's less
like,
cum on a school bus.
Whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you lay down on the
Provost,
ground, and then
doesn't
you
Probably
wait for the bus
less.
to do its thing, and then whenever the bus will break, that's when the race starts because you see who can like fling the fastest.
That would
on the
also,
bus.
though, to be
Wait, are you
fair,
saying like underneath the seats?
Yes.
Jesus. There's so much shit underneath those seats.
But also, that
never
really seems like
way
it's
down
in
under
San
a seat.
Francisco.
Yeah,
That would be awesome.
Find some needles.
No,
under
there's.
there.
I don't
Yeah.
think. I don't. Can you get through in the bottom? I
I'm
don't know.
just mean like with all the slopes.
Yeah.
Whatnot.
Oh, the slopes. I mean,
San
it's.
Francisco.
Yeah, it's
They're, dude, I don't know how
Yeah.
cars just don't fall
know that
off. Some of the hills are so steep.
Fall off.
They're
Yeah.
just
Right.
I see a car like, just falls. That car's driving and it just falls like a fucking mountain, like GTA. Going up Mount Chiliad.
Yeah.
the best is just watching someone that like doesn't live in San Francisco try to get their like manual car up a hill, just
Oh,
God.
fuck that.
and then just rolls halfway
God,
back down. It's like,
that-
oh,
That,
going
that
out
would
it
be me
again.
100%. God, I felt like that just fucking going to the Let's Play Reunion house. I'm like, oh, and drive here. It's like up a fucking cliff in Beverly Hills, like, well, up the mountain. Oh, you'll fall
And I
500
was
feet to your death.
enjoying my
there. There's no
conversation with the
railing.
lovely Armenian woman that
I
was
was
driving.
like,
She was great.
Jesus
Everyone says
Christ.
we weren't in Beverly Hills. We were in the Hollywood Hills.
I
We're
would-
in 90210.
Yeah, it's true.
Totally different.
Mall,
Totally different.
Hollywood.
Read a
Beverly
book.
Hills is west of Hollywood.
Yeah,
We were
whatever.
north of Hollywood.
It all
The Hollywood
sucks.
Hills.
Whatever.
If it's 90210, I
It's
call
all-
it
It's all
fancy
America.
place.
You
It
know,
was a very
whatever.
fancy
90210.
place.
Also, the address
To
was.
be fair, the exact opposite of that.
What?
Like 90210 confirms we're not there.
Why was
Jack's,
90210?
Jack's defense.
I don't know. I mean, it's a zip code. Like,
But I'm saying 90210
Yeah.
is where Let's Play Reunion was.
Yes.
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 Right. So
And that's
call-
not Beverly Hills?
Well, that was
No.
the name of the show. Was Beverly
Yeah,
Hills
Hills 90210.
90210.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm confused.
I don't know.
Now
I
I'm
don't
really
know.
confused.
But Jurassic Park didn't have any dinosaurs from the Jurassic era, so
Right.
You know.
There you go.
Plus
Yeah,
LA
Still a
sucks.
good movie.
But no one gives a shit about
I almost
Cretaceous
rinsed that
Park.
section.
Cretaceous period.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of what?
The Trivial Pursuit. There was the question.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was surprised. Jeremy knows dinosaurs really well.
I know dinosaurs and animals and nothing.
Let me ask you this. Did you rinse your undies?
hope so.
No, this is my 6th day.
Oh my god. You should get a brand new pair. Let me suggest some MeUndies. The underwear for you. Every year, millions of people receive the least liked gift of all time, underwear. But we still give it to our family and our loved ones who just don't want it. But maybe it's not the underwear that's the problem, it's the kind of underwear. Let me tell you about MeUndies, the only underwear that makes for an amazing gift. It's true. Let me tell you about MeUndies. They're soft. They're super soft. I put them on. They feel real nice. They snug you. They hug you. They keep you warm. And they keep you company through the night. MeUndies made underwear the perfect gift that everyone is going to love you for. It's a goddamn holiday miracle. Wow, they're fucking serious about it. This year, don't give underwear, give MeUndies. This holiday season to get your exclusive 20% off the softest underwear and socks you will ever wear, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Go to MeUndies.com/off-topic. That's MeUndies.com/off-topic. You know, there's a fair number of sponsors here that we've had for a while, especially on the off-topic, or 103 episodes now. MeUndies, they were an early one.
Yeah.
Got in quick, and they're good.
I'm wearing my undies right now.
As you were saying earlier, easy sponsor, like no brainer. Undies came in. Damn, they are the most comfortable
Yeah,
pair of
I think I'm
underwear
wearing some right now.
I've ever worn
As
in
am
my
I.
life.
I'm wearing the
Yeah.
thong. Are you guys wearing the thong? Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
watched excellent.
It's
yeah, there you go.
I know that design.
Oh,
I know
MeUndies
that
thong? No,
MeUndies design.
no.
Really super
Edible
comfortable
thong.
pair of underwear.
Not
If
enough
you want to
coverage.
wear underwear and be like, that's nice, do that. It's like silk sheets
Yeah,
for your
it's
genitals.
lovely.
Do they have a nice range of styles? Like
They
do
have tons of
do they have the-
styles.
Do they have the boxers?
They got
the briefs?
they
Do
got
have the
different
briefs?
sizes.
All right,
They got different styles, and they got like plain designs, color, and then they
You don't wanna
got
get
they
too
got
fancy
go
with it.
nuts colors.
Yeah.
Fun color.
They have like
They
the
do lots
design of the month, right?
Lots
Where they
of
always
designs,
do.
design of the month.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of like limited edition stuff. Days good people, Days good undies.
They have sports
MeUndies.
bras now too, which is awesome.
And
They're-
Me-
socks.
Tell me
sports
about it.
bras.
Hold up your titties when you're running.
Me
Hold those up.
Yep.
Show me a MeUndies.
Also, in the ad, they kind of dogged like giving underwear as a gift. At a certain point in your life, that's like the best gift.
It really
Like,
is.
if you
I,
don't
like when I get
underwear,
socks, I'm like,
hell
sweet.
yeah.
Yes,
Awesome.
there's a turning point. Generally, like you're taking care of yourself. You know, like paying your own bills, living on your own, whatever. Like you gotta buy your own clothes. That really, the turning point there is like when your parents are like, "Fuck you," even if you're still living at home. Like I'm not buying your shit anymore. If you want shit, go buy it. then you get it for whatever, your birthday, Christmas, what have you, what holiday, and it's like, fucking awesome! I so needed a new pair of pajamas.
Yeah.
I live in flannel pajamas at my house. I legit love getting socks, underwear, and pajamas, and MeUndies, even better.
Yeah.
So I perused the Always Open
What'd you
set,
peruse?
and I thought this might be a good one for
What you
Ryan.
got there?
Is that
All I
peach?
see is
This is
It's-
peach vodka.
It's peach vodka.
Do you like peach?
Yum.
You're from
Yeah.
Georgia,
Jow.
George, Southern Georgia, boy!
so this is peach
This
flavored
is
vodka.
actually it's real sweet. Like,
Moving
it's-
to
It's
the country,
sweet and it's
eat a
still
lot of peaches.
35%.
You can take it home to your
alcohol by
mom.
So
35%.
that's a good. That's like typical.
Let me smell it.
Peaches come from a can.
All right, Ryan, I'll
They
give
were
you
put there
like.
by a man.
Jesus Christ.
I'll give you there. Take a whiff.
God,
Take a
man.
whiff.
It actually looks pretty good.
It smells pretty
I like
good.
some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This stuff is actually pretty good. This is.
So what should I
if you're gonna do-
expect from?
From this one,
Yeah.
I'm
you
gonna
don't
guess
have-
like
I brought more shot glasses.
You want this?
Important too, and he
I'll
was
bring
like,
that.
Deep Eddy's good, but also don't. Are
What
you
a
supposed
dick.
to? Are you
Take
supposed
that
to mix
then.
Deep Eddy with stuff?
Who
You should just take it
cares?
straight.
Nah.
Oh no! Don't mix
not
it.
like a.
Michael, do you want? Would you like one?
Absolutely. Listen, I got the babysitter's working now. Now I can get
Garbage can for
drunk.
anyone?
I think
I'll
we
take the garbage
We
can.
spread the word.
boy,
Spread
yeah,
the
Give me
love.
the smallest one because I threw.
I
up
can smell the
earlier.
alcohol under
Then
there.
don't have any.
But now I'm okay.
Shut up.
She just cleansed herself.
Oh, by the way,
Thank
I don't
you.
know
Yeah.
if you. That reminds me.
Anyone
Yeah, I
want
don't-
another one?
Yeah. Yeah. Stop
Randy?
asking.
Yes.
I don't
Like
know
the
if
eraser
you
top.
saw.
I brought that one right there. Jeremy.
It's Chad.
Well, that's the
Oh,
pour.
that's like the pour.
That's not the shot.
Hey,
glass.
Chad. That's Chad.
How are you gonna get it?
Chad is back for more action.
Oh, Chad can
Ryan,
show how the
cover up.
pommel horse works.
Chad, come here.
Wow, they had that queued up real fast.
Chad, you like peaches?
Yeah, come take a shot.
Have a shot
This
with
is what
us.
you get.
Don't
bitch.
kiss Michael. Don't do it.
I was gonna tell you. I don't know if you mentioned at one point they needed something to put on the wheel, and I said, second
yeah.
Oh,
baby.
yes.
And then we hit it immediately.
Yeah, so you have to
Yeah.
make a second baby
So-
now.
Get to work.
Surprise.
Everyone saw
Ignore
it.
the beer.
Kill
Well,
it.
that's you
Trying to get
throwing
rid of the
up
rest.
Okay.
reminded me.
Like I threw up because I got overheated in the booth.
No one tell
I was
Barbara.
recording Ruby, and they were doing like a high intensity action sequence.
In Ruby, I don't think so.
Yeah, surprise.
$4 million.
So, all right. So this is peach vodka. Ryan,
Ryan's
So
about to take
I
a
don't
shot.
sip it. I just
you just
You just put it
all
in your
of it.
mouth and swallow.
Which is kind of hard.
And
'cause
also,
yeah.
he gave you a break too. You
That's
have the
actually
least
yellow.
amount.
Yeah, yeah. I gave Ryan.
I can't open my throat.
I gave
for
Ryan
sure.
a
We
break.
get a
Is that-
super cool fucking sound
I've
of
got-
shot glass.
I will-
Wow.
I've got like a trough of it. So
Yeah.
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 Unbelievable. Wow.
All right.
I gave myself a little like.
Hey, to the kids.
For the
Hashtag
kids.
for the kids. Best
For the
hashtag
kids.
ever made. Man, who came up with that?
I don't know.
Cheers.
What a guy. What a guy.
Bros,
I
bros.
feel like someone should get paid for it.
That was pretty
Yeah,
good.
that was ridiculously good.
Yeah, that was really tasty.
There it is,
There you
Ryan.
go. Ryan did his
Ryan,
job.
anyone?
Couple
Has done his shot.
spasms.
Ryan,
See,
you
it was
feel
like
the burn.
good, and now it's like eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the vodka comes into
you
play.
It warms your chest.
But imagine it without the good. That's
Ryan?
pretty much vodka.
Now you can take a chaser of Diet Coke.
It feels real weird. There you go. Feels real
Ryan's
weird.
gonna take his shirt and pants off, start running around. Like,
Run
what's gonna
around,
happen?
take pants off.
It's supposed to feel like that? It feels weird.
So, Chad, you're here on set. I want you to describe in crucial, just brutal detail.
Excruciating is the word.
Excruciating was the word I was looking for. Detail on how the pommel horse works.
So, it was great because Travis.
It was
and
great. Good way to
Well,
start.
because Travis in the art department, I like sketched something out on a sticky note, and he took it to the next level, right?
Right.
And so I was like, I want 2 planks of wood and an exercise band that gets stretched across them, and we'd pull it down and have like a pin system that we could pull so that the exercise band would fly up. Because last year we had that little like drum pedal
Yeah,
fly
yeah.
swatter thing, and it didn't really do the job,
Yeah.
right? You know, we wanted it to get a
The
little bit more
balls were
intense.
still left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't exploded.
So I didn't see this until Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I came over there, and oh my god, I was blown away. So apparently, it wasn't quite painful enough with just the band, so they wrapped tape around it.
Oh.
I like that someone tests like, nope, not
I
enough.
also like
Not
that.
enough. We need more.
I also
No,
like that.
not yet.
2 years, I can't get a new goddamn table, but we can build a nut destroyer. I mean, like that.
You can use that as your table. if
I
you
mean,
want.
fuck.
True.
Did anyone use this without like doing anything, like totally no emotion after getting hit?
I think
Like,
maybe Issa was the easiest to walk it off.
Yeah, but I feel like
Yeah.
she has an unfair advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
what I asked first thing.
Not a
Like,
lot
if
of
I
stuff
click
hanging
and
down in the central
If
area.
it like,
between the legs.
it would really have to like spread and hit
Yeah.
to do damage.
Who was the brave
know.
soul that tested this? That sat on it and was like, Psh, no, not
It's
enough.
too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
To be fair, I bet the brave soul was Max, and they couldn't get him off of it. He's
No,
like, run it again. It's not strong enough.
Oh, you mean Max from Kind of Funny?
Yes. Yeah. Kind of funny, Max. My favorite Max.
No, Steph from art department, her boyfriend was over there literally helping them build shit. And then they were like, we need somebody to test this, so he did it.
He's a eunuch, right? He's
Yeah.
not
He is,
Sully?
he is now.
He's actually a big dude too. He helped build the escape room during RTX.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
cool.
super nice guy.
Did he sound like this when he built it?
No,
That's what
no.
he sounds like now.
Sorry about your clock.
Speaking
bad.
of people talking like eunuchs, look who's walking a set right now.
Look at SSEO Cheerio off topic
There you go.
set.
They call me Gabby Free.
Mr. Gavin Free's gonna show everyone how the pommel
Gavin
works.
throwing Alfredo
All right, guys.
off the set.
Alfredo.
Thanks,
He
Alfredo.
always leaves when I walk in.
Yeah, well, we talked about it.
Gavin, did you see the pommel horse? You weren't here when it was being used.
No.
Just have a seat.
So yeah, hang on. Let's
here.
we'll go ahead and set it up for
You
you.
can't though.
Oh,
That's fine.
You'll
Gavin will
you'll-
die.
yeah.
You'll die.
Gavin will die.
Oh, is this the?
You can see what's happening.
Meg wants children, so don't do this.
Yeah,
Meg
that'll-
wants children, meaning you need
There
to
you
be
go.
alive.
That'll
You'll
rip a
You'll
stitch.
rip and bleed
wanna-
to
you
death.
wanna-
Yeah, that will take a stitch out.
Yeah, just dude, just set Gavin. Gavin, listen to
Put the
this.
pillow on this.
Audio,
Just feel it.
audio listeners,
your hand on it.
be
It's
aware.
gonna muffle it.
You don't have to sit on it. Just put your hand on it.
Yeah, just so you can feel it.
Yeah, just imagine
Jack's done
that.
this.
All right, all your listeners, prepare.
Right. You'd get ripped in half.
All right.
Yeah, when Chad showed me a
Chad
video
took
of
two of
it.
those.
It's like
The
your
first
nuts come out your
one,
mouth?
Chad literally got airborne. He flew off of
Damn.
it.
I know.
Oh my god! How did like just meat?
I don't know,
like,
man.
I know I'm
spaghetti
gonna
meat
regret
come
it,
out?
but I have a high pain tolerance, and I kind of want to see.
You're not gonna
Oh,
take
do
one.
it, Lindsay.
do it.
Do it, Lindsay.
All right,
We
get him
got-
wearing jeans.
All right.
Oh God!
Like I
all
said,
right.
the ladies have walked it off so far.
Do
Yeah.
you want to have another kid though?
Is Mariel here?
Is that gonna break?
I was
but-
just talking about that. We actually have to.
No, no,
It was on the
she's-
board.
It was on the
So,
board
for you
Yeah,
audio,
on experience.
podcast listeners, this is a device
have a kid.
designed to destroy testicles.
It is. So therefore, Lindsay
Where
is
do you
taking
sit?
from,
Smart.
You,
Fucking on it.
and you
Yeah,
grab the
you hold the
handle.
handle.
Or to keep your knees down.
Jesus
depending on-
Christ. How do you understand that?
Oh God!
Oh, I can't watch it.
all right.
Michael, you want to do the honors?
No. All right, fine. I guess I should.
All right.
Maybe it's weirder if I don't.
Channel. All right.
All right. So you kinda,
Yank it out.
Yep.
yeah.
Now,
Hey!
Nothing. Wow.
Is that it?
Yeah, well
Yeah.
done, Lindsay.
Again.
Iron vag.
for your sex.
Now put your chest on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put your
nip on it.
Oh.
Blast it.
Right in the nip.
that would be
Left or
horrible.
Yeah,
I really-
that's.
All right.
I really want to play something on the band when it's down and just pull it and see how
See
high
how
it would
far it
launch.
launch?
Yeah.
If you want to find
What do we
like
got?
a device in like
Yes, Jeremy,
human
yes.
civilization that separates men from women, that's it. Right there. That what Lindsay just went. Is that it? Is a literal death sentence for
Yeah.
anyone else here. Like I'm terrified of that
Yeah.
thing. That's fucking horrific.
I discovered yesterday they have made something in the same way that they made a device that allowed men to feel the pressure of childbirth. They've made something for women to feel the pain of being kicked in the balls. So I kind of want to try that too.
What is it like
What
a,
do you do?
a vag bead?
You know, we're gonna.
Oh,
We can't smash the lights.
well, if we
gotta
put
move it.
If we put it like
Put it back over here.
we put it back behind this.
It's also making a very loud noise
that
every time
fine.
it goes
You can
off.
put it back there.
Maybe during maybe.
Yeah, it's a good try.
I've heard
We'll
no.
angle it.
I heard no. Please no. If we're gonna do it, we gotta do
Please
it
no
literally right
sounds
here.
like I don't have the authority
gotta
to stop
get
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just a
God.
request. Just so you know.
We can do it outside.
Just so you know.
Let's do it outside during
That's true. He may.
last call.
I don't.
I got the let me
I think it's gonna shoot.
hang on, let me check with
Yeah.
the EP. Oh, he says it's good.
All right.
Also, I'll note this.
It's gonna
He's
slam.
not on
Jesus
fire.
Christ.
Okay?
Okay, here. Yeah.
You
no,
gotta
here's the
center him
problem.
up. You gotta center
But
him up.
you're still honestly right under
We
a
got a
light.
problem. No, it's not gonna
Yeah,
work
you
at
got
all.
that light right there.
Yeah, we can't load it this way.
Why?
Okay, well
Because
don't
the
then.
way this is
Oh, the
trapped
metal-
in there,
the
the
metal
metal
bar.
thing's gonna flap
We
over.
gotta set something.
Yeah.
Oh man, we'll have to mull it over. Come
All
up
right.
with
Yeah,
a-
we need.
we need an
Let's take it back to
adapter.
the
Yeah,
drawing
if
board.
We need an
Design.
adapter, is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, just put the helmet
put a
back
couple
on. Sure,
pins
that'll
up
fix
right
it.
there.
And you're
Here,
wearing
I'm
Lindsay's
curious, though.
glasses.
Let's just see.
Yeah.
This is a proof of concept.
You're not gonna get much height. The,
Nah,
the
that
pillow
won't
absorbs
absorb
it.
it.
He
The
looks
pillow
better than
absorbs the
I do.
Now
metal.
you're like,
He's
I got this.
Remy.
Oh, God.
I'm like
Gaga
Mr.
Tim.
Freeze that
no,
that
you're
got
like, You're like
lost.
Flashy Tim.
Oh yeah.
Elton
Yeah,
Tim.
I was thinking that.
Elton Tim.
Or Elton John.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
It's-
good.
I don't know. It's still Ryan and Chad are doing
I
something.
don't.
Oh god damn
Watch
it.
your eyes.
Don't fucking break anything.
Pull.
Hey, that wasn't bad.
It did all right. Nothing was broke.
Broadcast
did it.
a collective
We did it.
breath.
Yeah.
comes
Heavy-
out of
heavy
broadcast.
sigh.
You feel the wind out of the
They
office.
don't care at this point.
And
They're
Gavin-
like, I don't
They
care.
care.
I
Yeah.
didn't watch live, but from all the highlights I saw, Gavin, you really like went balls to the wall.
Lindsay,
this
shut the
extra
fuck
day.
up, okay?
I'm just
I
saying.
talked about that earlier. I said Gavin sucks.
I wasn't here for it.
Oh, I had a great
yeah,
time.
Dude, that was
Yeah.
such a good cut.
That was
as
the
it
lead, that was the
happening.
lead donation where Gavin.
No. The lead donation was just before this. If you can
Jesus.
find that first one where Gavin's like,
I was trying to.
he's sucking it down. And
It
then
was
as it comes
very,
in,
Dude.
it was very spicy, so I was trying to hold it in my mouth for a little bit. I was gonna leave it in there for like 20 seconds, but then the thing went off, so I was like,
Dude,
yeah, but what's great is you go, and you're like all happy and it's all coming out, and then it cuts away and it cuts back and you're going,
you freaking out over that chip was pretty fucking
Yeah, Gavin.
funny.
Gavin just
You
mumbled,
shut
cried,
down.
yelling.
He was
like,
like,
"Oh!"
someone saved my
it
life.
just like detaches the important parts of your brain.
Someone saved my
It
life.
made it a lot easier for me.
Someone saved my life.
Because, again,
That's
I
a-
was
It's a
watching
joke from a
you.
video that's not, well, I mean,
that's
it
like
is
a
out, but it's
reference-
not.
That's
kind
a
of out.
future reference.
It's a future
Whoa.
reference.
Future.
Man,
Well, that and the paintballs. Because you got lit up pretty good.
Oh, you got lit up.
For some reason,
you
right?
got a lot of kicking.
Way
I
more
saw.
painful than last year.
Yeah, I think we may have been closer to the target this year.
I was.
I
I
You
was
definitely fucked
aiming.
something up because like half the balls weren't breaking.
Well,
Well, that was
I
Gavin's fault.
grabbed. So there was like a towel, so I had the towel around my stomach because I didn't want it to be that, you know, when you get hit in the stomach muscles, then you lean up and lean down, it really hurts. So I was like, I'll protect that bit.
That's your core.
Yeah, this bit, just the ribs,
Uh-huh.
they was just a hoodie and a shirt.
I clued in on that.
He immediately discovered they're not breaking here, and then just peppered like across
Nice.
the top of my ribs.
Nice, Jeremy.
And that was really painful. That was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that was
Do you
like
still
10
have
out of 10
welts?
pain for a second
Do
there.
you still got some
it's not
welts there,
fun,
Gav?
My-
Oh,
Top
yeah.
here?
Yeah, they're there.
Yeah.
One of my favorite bits of the night was when they were playing werewolves and Mariel was playing. She didn't realize they were gonna do paintball for whoever died. And so Mariel got picked, so she was gonna get shot with a paintball. So she wrapped herself in bubble
a
wrap,
yoga mat,
which is
I
a
think.
big
Yoga
yoga
mat.
mat.
Sorry.
And it was to the point where it was like just at her collarbone, and so it was her collarbone exposed, and then her neck. So it was about a 1-inch gap of nothing. And whoever shot her nailed her right
It was
in the
Blaine.
collarbone. Yeah, Blaine hit her right.
I
in the
thought
damn
I thought him
collarbone.
heard her say, "I'm gonna take this bitch out" right before he shired it.
It was.
He had a
Shot
sniper
it.
rifle.
I said
yeah.
shired
I mean,
too.
he
Shot
had a
and
1-inch
fired.
window
Same
and
was.
he nailed it. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
So
But-
the reason some of them hurt so bad was our department told me that I guess they were doing a shoot and they were starting to run out of CO2, so they cranked them
That's what I
as
was just
high as
gonna
they
ask. Did
could,
they
and then they
increase the
got
pressure?
stripped. So
Yeah.
2 of the guns were stuck at like full
It
velocity.
must have. It couldn't have been full because it must have been just perfect. Because if you crank it too much, the balls just explode in the barrel.
yeah.
So it must have been just under
Yeah,
that,
that
like
magic
maximum.
spot.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
Because
did.
I used to play paintball with assholes, and they'd crank it all the way, and then you just see paint go
Yeah.
like out their
I
barrel.
played with
something like-
assholes who did that, but also froze the
Froze the
paintball.
paintball.
Frozen paintball, I heard
That's
a lot.
what you
about.
do. I mean, that's kind of fun.
There's something about getting hit by a paintball though in rapid succession where it's like, well, you're sort of registering it in a stack. It's like when you play The Sims and you want them to do a bunch of shit at once. So it's like, that one hurt. And then before you can finish thinking that, it's like, ow, this one hurt, and ow, that one just crushed ow. And it's just like, you're just like, and you just have to get out of there.
Yeah.
Like, your brain
just
is
have
I've
to
started
get out of
kicking.
there.
I
I
like
know, I
that.
saw it.
And then-
You
and then-
marched around it.
And then the
halfway
paint,
through.
the paint stops hitting you, but you've got all like the increasing stings.
Yeah.
on all the
Well,
different
then you
balls.
get the wave.
And then I just have to be like,
Again, you were like clenched arms and then all feet.
Do you not
You were
feel
doing on fucking
empowered
March.
by the wave though?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
wave?
there-
Yeah,
there's
this
the-
is when he goes, hang on! 1 second!
Yeah, and then he's marching
He
around.
screams onto the
Stamp.
side.
See, this is him just stamping.
Yeah.
yeah.
Then after the second round, you went full like you almost went goose stepping.
A lot of people said
Oh,
it
yeah.
were like I was in a weird
You
mosh
did
pit.
a lot of like stomping and kicking and
Yeah.
Jeremy knows.
thrusting.
He
Well,
yells,
because
That was
this
mosh.
this hurt too much for me to flail
oh, they
the
meant the
arms.
goose step.
Not that, no.
I was like,
That's
listen.
Funhouse.
I
Funhouse.
was like, listen, I got a shaved head, I get it.
Funhouse was great on the stream too. They had their
yeah.
Funhouse shopping network. I don't know if you guys.
I heard
caught
that one really
I
well.
saw
It's
part of that.
really damn funny.
I saw at least break the thing.
I saw
Yeah, at least broke the
Miles
rules.
and Issa on it.
Yeah,
and it was
Issa
fucking
was
bizarre.
amazing
I heard
on it.
Issa was kind of MVPing. the whole
Yeah,
night.
Issa
Yeah,
was great
Issa did a
during the
great job.
stream.
No, it's
Gavin, how did you
YSSA.
not throw up during the mama bird thing? I'm sorry, I'm like gagging thinking about it.
Dude.
How'd you not throw up?
Wait, did you get mama birded?
Yeah, what are you talking
I
about?
had,
Baby bird.
I saw.
Mama
I
bird.
thought
Or
I saw a
baby
screenshot
bird.
of it. Her baby
No,
bird,
no,
yes.
Ben did. Ben,
I
saw
Ben from
Gavin
didn't
broadcast.
get baby bird.
I know
I,
Chris did it.
I almost threw up from the wet bread that was all on Jeremy's head.
Yeah.
Dude,
I didn't see
dude,
it.
I'll say this: of all the disgusting shit, of the hot shit and the Hegemite and all that crap, the thing that made me gag the most, and I almost fucking vomited, the fucking shot of baby formula.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was fucking disgusting.
Yeah, you didn't look happy.
Anyone can attest.
What was so bad about it?
Baby formula is like the most
nasty.
disgusting thing ever created. Like when your baby drinks it, they smell like shit. Their breath smells like shit. Their burps are like, oh. But that's you deal with that, right? Like that stench is already logged in my head of like, okay, it's a baby burp. Like they burp in your face a lot, and you're like, you deal with it. Now that fucking smell is associated with me drinking it, and I can't do it anymore. Like I went home after Extra Life. I fed her that night and the next day, and as I was feeding her, she burped, and I was like, oh, because now I know what it fucking tastes like.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Have you ever tasted it
And
right?
yet you will
fucking-
still feed that to your child, right?
Yes.
She has to eat it right.
Have I ever tasted
Yeah.
it? No.
It's
we
so
actually didn't
horrendous.
use it.
Have you tasted your wife's breast milk?
No.
Okay.
I also
Damn.
didn't do that.
Chad?
No,
All right.
no.
I'm just saying.
Do you feel the pressure now?
it'd be
Because
nice to have
you hit 1.2 this year. So
You
that
should
means
feel
next year
pressure,
you got to do better
loser.
than 1.2 million.
Yeah, we haven't had a year yet where it's been less than the previous
Yeah,
year.
yeah. I think next year's goal, like I said,
I mean, it's
1.5
gonna happen.
at the end. I think a 1.125. I think next year is like
1.25.
is a good target.
That's
So
a good one.
get
What, so what was the final 1.2?
1.2 million, like 1.2 and yeah, some change. But
That's awesome.
that being said, if you're watching this right now, if
But
you
you
want,
better
if you
be,
want to win, like
'cause you
we
could
have
be able
raffle
to
items
hear us
still.
if you
Like we
want.
still have raffle items available. I'm leaving that open for like another week and a half, where you can go and still donate to try to win some of the raffle items. We didn't really do a great job of explaining what all of them were during the stream. That was one of those things, kind of like it just got lost. So, but if you go to raffle.roosterteeth.com, it'll take you to a journal page where I'm going to show off all the different things we're giving away, and you can still donate a specific amount to our Extra Life team and possibly win the stuff. So that is still going to be going up. I mean, you can donate to Extra Life.
You
till
can
the end
watch
of the
this
year.
show live.
Yeah, and so.
Jimmy, is that Lindsay on your head?
It is. It says Slytherin Lindsay, actually.
Yeah, but yeah, one of the things is winning.
Oh, there's the part.
Here's the list.
Lindsay, they call it.
I still like no,
I'm
Heroes
voting
almost got
Virgil.
corrected. I wrote Herios for a
Oh,
little
that's
bit.
still spelled
Yeah,
wrong.
that's
It
still
was
misspelled.
Herios, and now it's
No, it's Heros.
Heros.
Hera.
Heros.
But there's some cool stuff on there, like
Oh no.
the NBA Jams.
You're not wrong, my friend.
The NBA Jam jerseys are on there. We've got the
Oh
watches.
yes, that's from Immersion.
Immersion.
And
We
we
got the
signed them.
watches. Yeah, the watches from 11 Little Roosters are on there. All the Bob Ross paintings are on there. We have a Super Nintendo Classic signed by all of Achievement Hunters on there.
Is Blaine's shirt from the Bob Ross thing?
Yeah, that's gonna be one of the paintings.
Awesome.
So yeah, his
Yeah,
shirt-
SNES Classic.
The Pickle Rick skateboard.
Oh yeah, we got a Pickle Rick skateboard signed by Justin Roiland.
What?
Which
That's
is
awesome.
freaking awesome. Yeah, you
Let
can
me
win
let me
that.
ask you this real quick.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is Visit on the Spot the same price as Always Open Off Topic and RT
'Cause
Podcast?
it's not.
That's fucking
It's
ridiculous.
more expensive.
It's a cent more. It's the most expensive. What the fuck?
Hi, Jeff.
That should be $1.40.
That's true. We should probably
Visit on
change
the
that next
spot
time.
for
That is
140.
insulting.
You can visit on the spot for free. Just be in the goddamn audience.
For what it's
$1.
worth, the
Or walk by.
on the spot when I talked to
Yeah,
John
tickets
about
cost
it, and
$5.
basically John said he would make it
$5.
where you're basically involved with the show. Like you get a pick.
Oh, you get to host.
Oh, I don't know if you get a host, but you're gonna
John's
be able to,
saying
select
if you
categories.
win the on the spot raffle, you get to host that episode.
So he
Said
gets-
John Reisinger.
Does John still get paid if that happens?
John didn't get
Oh,
paid now.
Minifix delivery. I want to show
Ballsy of
these
them,
things
because
off.
how hard would it be to find a replacement for
if you
John
win that
Reisinger,
one,
right?
I'll be on
That
that
hard.
episode.
Yeah.
That's
But
it.
if
You
you
win
win
the
a-
raffle.
I'll get
we
really
found it.
touchy with it.
I was gonna say, if you visit off topic set, we lay you down on the table, we eat sushi off of you.
I'll do it.
That'd be great.
I'll eat
But it won't be
sushi off
sushi,
you.
it'll be chips and queso.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
Austin
good.
sushi.
Huh?
Austin sushi.
Austin sushi.
You know,
Still pretty good.
I'll lay someone
Comparison.
across this table.
But again,
I call the head.
What is that?
Head this
Is that
end.
the miniature?
Yeah. So this is what.
oh, these are fucking awesome.
We showed off, like we basically announced and showed
All right,
them
Gavin,
off.
take your penis out real quick.
So these are Achievement
Don't.
Hunter minifigs that are
Please.
going. They're going to be available for sale next year. These are super
That's the
early
best one by
design.
far.
And so
The
they're
Jack
little-
one's
They're
awesome.
little miniature figures of all
Jack's
these
the
Achievement
best
Hunter
Oh, and
guys.
they're getting a shot on it.
Yeah.
People
there you
love
go.
figs.
Look at that one. Look at oh, you've done it.
You're gonna have to
There's
get a
Ryan,
grinder
yeah.
for this one though, and just kind of whittle
There
it
you go.
down.
Just go ahead and here's
The
everybody.
facial
You wanna put 'em
expressions
up?
are great on those too.
So we have these Achievement Hunter minifigs, which are coming to the store probably early next year.
Oh,
These
Gavin's
are
making
these
them
are the
kiss.
prototypes, so these aren't even finished yet.
Why?
And anyway, so they're
You
going
know
to
you
be
want to.
like a spoiler, but they're going to be available in the double gold boxes next year too. The variants are going to be in the double gold boxes. So there's gold and silver versions of all these
I
figures.
refuse to stand, Jeff.
And
Stand me up.
I'm a little front heavy for
the
some reason.
raffle winning thing is
Oh no.
Nice, knock yourself out.
the raffle winner.
Fucking
Come on, man! It's gonna be
suck.
half an hour to
You
get Ryan
knocked
to
over
stand.
everyone, Gavin.
How do I?
I have had a shot.
Your
today.
nose is fucking
Your
giant.
nose is really dragging me down
Yeah.
here.
But yeah, the raffle winner gets an entire set of the variants, which you can't actually purchase, from what I understand. So yeah, but we have all the silver and gold ones too. And so those will all be going to a winner of that raffle.
Brian, we are considerably larger than anyone else.
You just killed Jack with a shot
The
glass.
mountain of
Gavin,
damage I have
his
there.
nose makes it difficult. It is possible. There you go. You've done it.
You have to back.
Put that
Yeah,
back to
it's
balance the weight.
Well,
That's what I had
Jeremy's
to do with
eyebrows are
Ryan.
forced to
There
be
you go.
reckoned with.
Oh, I got the
Yeah.
rock eyebrow going on.
So-
I
Look
got
at
the
that.
people's eyebrow
You
up
too.
there.
That's all the Achievement Hunter minifigs.
They look like amiibos.
Get all that stuff out of the way so you can
They're a little smaller.
Nice.
get a nice shot of all of them there.
Is Gavin Ninja running also? His hands are
Again,
behind
these
him.
are
That's
these
what
are
I-
the prototypes. So
These
these
are
are
counterbalancing
100% finished
those,
ones. These
unfortunately.
might change a little bit before you see them in stores, but
Jeremy has the biggest head.
Jeremy
I do.
has a large head.
I mean, that's
He's also the
Yeah.
tallest.
But anyway, these things
Good
are
on you.
freaking awesome. So
I mean,
Nice.
I had to count somewhere.
You guys got a bunch of people. I'll get out of your hair.
All right.
But thanks for having me on.
Dude,
don't,
Chad-
don't get out of my way.
Before
Chad,
you leave, who did you
Chad
kiss?
from Screw Attack.
Who did I kiss?
Yeah, I needed to know because I
Who
saw
didn't
some
you kiss?
screenshot.
Yeah,
I need to know.
I kissed both of
She
these.
needs to
fine
write
now.
it down in her
Yeah.
fucking journal.
Team
Dear
Sa-
diary, today
Yeah.
Chad
Look,
kissed
all you
Ryan.
need to
It
do
was
is
great.
go to Tumblr and they will tell you.
Oh yeah, there's already fan
That
art.
is true.
And, like,
Oh yeah, Sammy Jen drew drew pictures of you and Ryan and you and I too.
I saw hers
And-
of Michael and Gavin doing the Pocky thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
thanks for hosting with me and being good sports.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. It was a blast. It was a lot of fun.
Send this to
So,
my wife.
Thanks,
yeah,
guys.
love it.
Chad, MVP of Extra Life this year.
Chad.
Absolutely.
Love you,
Kicked
Chad.
all kinds of ass.
Enjoy your
See ya,
new
Chad.
baby.
That's it. There goes a good human.
Good dude. Good
That
dude.
is one of
Chad.
the good ones, not lousy.
Yeah.
Chad? Yeah.
There's so few at this point. You know
What's
what I
even
mean?
crazier because Chad's from Dallas and like, not to be stereotypical.
People
but
from
I'm
Dallas
there.
are sucky
They're
shitheads.
kind of shitty people.
So
Chad is
yeah.
not. Yeah, I'm a horrible person.
DF like area.
Yeah. DF dub, baby.
DF dub in the bub.
South Lakes, man.
It's pretty accurate. When you're done with a shot, you'd flip it over, right?
Yes.
That's the thing you
Okay.
can do.
So when you shaved
that?
your head for
Ryan
the
did
first
a
time,
shot.
Jeremy, did you have that moment where you went, "Oh, I should have always been bald this whole time"?
Right.
Not
you
really, no,
realized
what
hair
it-
was a mistake.
No,
Yeah.
what it was is when I shaved my head, I
You
went,
should feel like that.
oh, thank God, my head is actually round.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, there's that.
Good bald
There was
head.
that
Good
moment
shaved head.
of like, is my head gonna be square and not really work?
That'd be me if I just did that. For sure.
That's Ryan when he
All right, let me see
started.
me. I'm gonna do me.
I got lucky though.
2012, Ryan.
That's
Now,
my face.
do you? I'm going to touch you.
Hey Jeff, you wanna
Is it okay?
die on your
Like,
figure?
You got some resistance now, a little bit of like cat tongue going on.
Yeah, I haven't shaved it in a little bit.
Michael, if you want to play with yours.
I've played with it.
There's also
quite
a bit of
extensively,
Vegemite
don't
in
worry
there.
about
Oh,
that.
nice.
Don't worry
my
about
face
that,
smells
my
like shit.
friend.
Yep.
So anyway, that's on the raffle too. So if you want to check these guys out, again, these are not available in
Yeah.
stores for like another quarter or two. So
And it doesn't matter what team you donated to, right? It's
Yeah.
as long as it's on the Rooster
as,
Teeth team.
as long as it's part
player,
of the
doesn't matter what player.
Yeah, as long as it's part of the super team, I believe we're going to
Yeah.
draw everything from the super team.
Gavin, I pointed this out, and you're further proving my point right now today. So any like this is a figure, but like artwork or like banner, promotional banners like pictures of us or whatever. We're Team Nice Dynamite, pretty classic team, pretty
One of the first ones.
one of the first.
You know where that's going.
It's 50% me, 50% you. I'm always wearing the Team Nice Dynamite shirt every single time. In real life, you wear it. Like today, you're wearing it. Not a single piece of anything ever in history with you wearing that.
Why is that?
There's no like fan art.
It's because you're
People like
goddamn
grapes more.
grapes.
Look, I got other shit going
and
on,
you're
Mike. I got
goddamn
grapes.
slow-mo guys. Get this done for once, okay? Have some goddamn
Slow-mo
team
didn't
camaraderie.
realize-
Just
yeah.
once, just one time.
Hey,
Bring it to the top and be like, one time.
I'll
Put me
put
in
in
the
a request.
goddamn shirt.
I'll put in a
I
very
never have
formal
sleeves
request.
on.
I'm just saying, you never have sleeves.
I
That's true.
never have
That's
sleeves
your fault.
on my.
That's your
artwork
fault.
on
Gavin's
my
going
character.
where they value loyalty the most.
These are
Yeah,
like
that's
blades,
true.
Jeff.
He's part goblin.
Also, there's no
true.
tattoo on my
Your
arm.
ears
That's
are sharp.
wrong.
I'm just saying. I mean,
don't
I
like to
don't,
brag.
but I'm covered with a shirt.
That.
So I'm
So I
okay
don't.
with it.
No tattoos.
Dude,
Just-
I
just
look
got
like
some
a,
big ears.
I look like a
Doing all right.
snarky motherfucker.
They act like I'm always wearing tank tops.
They nailed my
Are you wearing one
eyebrows.
under
You're
the
wearing a
shirt?
tank
Yeah,
top right
you
now,
are.
yeah.
Well, you always are. That's why your
How are
figure's
you
wearing
not
it.
dying in Texas?
And
What's that? I am, but you don't see the sweat because my second.
dude, look at that smirk on my face. Look at him. He's
Yeah,
like,
Michael's got a good
"Fuck."
smirk.
I'm like,
Yeah, you look like a
I'm
smug bastard.
Yeah, you can't see
He
it.
is a
It's
smug
very
bastard.
tiny, but
He is a smug
trust
bastard.
me, there's a like I just pissed in your fucking Pringles.
You
I
got
saw
like
the-
a Dennis the Menace type thing.
If
going
you're,
on.
if you're
Yeah.
listening to this podcast, by the time this audio is up, if you go to raffle.roosterteeth.com, you'll be able to see all the images we're talking about.
Or
Yeah,
not.
Jack, are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Last time you made that claim on the podcast wasn't true.
Yeah, we made the video. The video came out at like 4 and the podcast came out at noon, so.
You look like an
Yeah.
idiot.
You know, I
We
saw
announced
the
that
epitome.
Healing Garden. The Healing Garden is fucking awesome. Like,
Oh, yeah?
we have our name on part of Dell Children's Hospital now.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
or in February.
And not the
when it's
do not allow on site.
up. Yeah. Like we normally get.
I saw the epitome of Smug Michael the other day when
What
you
happened?
we were crushing during Mario Kart.
Oh, Jeremy! Who was I
was
crushing?
You were crushing a little old man named
Wasn't on
Gavin
camera.
Free.
Oh,
Gavin, I was really cheering you on too.
You sort of were.
I had a
It was rare.
couple
Jeremy doesn't
lads
like you.
over after work.
I
Ended up
sat
playing
back
some
and
cart.
watched.
It was
Cart.
me, you, Trevor, and Alfredo. Jeremy was watching. Trevor and Alfredo. I mean, they were cute. You know, they were contenders.
They
but,
tried.
You know,
Alfredo fucked over Gavin like once.
they
or
don't.
twice.
You know.
Well, we sort of regularly. I was only really paying attention to what you were doing, and we were like first, second.
Yeah.
like, you usually
Pretty much.
first.
Alfredo got like third, fourth, a couple times.
how did
but-
Iris do?
Well, Trevor
Trevor
was
was Iris.
playing as Iris,
Really?
so not great. He did all right, but you know, it would be a couple of sharks there. Can't really blame them for. They didn't know what they were getting into. You saw it. You know.
Yeah, no. I
there's-
saw the intensity.
Me and Gavin is blood in the water. It's a race between. It's a 1v1 race with just cannon
I
fodder
saw Gavin
involved in it.
storm off.
Well, the best thing about Mario Kart
Dude,
between Gavin and Michael is like Michael, if he loses, is like "Oh, motherfucker. Okay, next race. Gavin goes from like I'm a smug asshole, you lost, you're a piece of shit, to like fuck this, I hate this game, I'm done with it, I'm never
Yeah,
playing
he
with
does.
you again.
Yep.
Followed
One or
by.
the other.
Oh, shit game!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shit game!
Followed by, let's go again.
Yeah.
Gotta get it out. You gotta get the rage out. Otherwise,
I was
you start missing
I
corners
was
in the
pretty
next
happy.
race.
Rage guy over here.
I was pretty
Yeah.
happy with it.
Rage is
Rage
harder
good
than
harder
this
than this
guy.
guy. Oh.
Good times.
It's such a good game. I will say we haven't played it in a bit. Maybe a couple weeks since I played the cart. We played that night. I'm back. It's in my blood. I want to play it again.
We've
I'm
never
back on.
done
We have another night.
Yeah, we should-
a video in it.
We
I
should
want
do a
to.
multi-screen Let's Play.
Please.
We've got enough docs now. I mean, you've got one. I've got 2 at home. There's one at the office. That's a 4-player Let's Play right there.
It should
Should we do it
happen.
with more than
All
4 though?
Yeah, I can tell you from sitting there, it was fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, we could. I mean, we should do it with as many docs as we have.
Jeff's in a doc. Jeff's in a couple docs.
Yeah, you are. That
Tattoo
fucking tat doc.
Yeah. You know how happy he is.
You can leave.
That
You
being
were in
said,
Jeremy took your. Actually, they kind of know who took your spot at this
Well,
point.
that's all right.
Both
Jeff,
kinda
you're in the
share
Let's Play
it.
Live doc too.
was
Alright, well,
just
that's-
think about the tattoo
if
doc.
that's, you're referring to the OG doc.
No, that's the original doc. That
I
was
totally
before
forgot
RT
that-
docs. That was the first RT doc.
This
Dude,
weekend.
that put docs on the map.
Did.
Yes, Barbara was talking
And
about her
Daniel.
tattoo and how she
working
really
out.
needs it touched up.
Yeah.
What?
Barbara this weekend was talking to someone about the tattoo because we were talking about tattoos.
She needs to get her line touched up?
Yes, I said I have a tattoo. It's hidden. She's like, I have one, but I like to keep it kind of tucked
arm
away
come off?
because I need to get it touched up. And I
Oh,
was
touched
like,
up, she means fixed.
Insulting Jeff's
that's
work,
touched
damn
up. Touched up would imply usually like it's fading or something like that. Fucking fixed, I think is what she meant. And her and Rebecca are gonna go together.
Bird's got a broken
I
leg.
didn't ask to tattoo those idiots.
I'm really
Did
glad
I?
you bowed out of
If
me.
I did, it was because I was made to ask.
Yeah, I'm really glad you bowed out of my
See, I like
tattoo.
you. I didn't want
I
to tattoo
appreciate
you.
it. It wasn't even that you like me.
Not
it's
that I don't like Becca
It's
and
that you
Barb.
quantified it
It's
to
like-
you would see me more
yeah.
and have to deal with it more.
I don't wanna hear
and
about it.
like I would hate you to your face as opposed to you. They hate you, but you don't hear, so who cares?
Becca and Barb could bitch about it 8 hours a day, every day, and I would not know.
it made
You,
no
I
difference,
would,
you
it'd drive me
know.
nuts.
You'd be like, ugh. Griffin did, you know, solid job.
Yeah, she's a good, talented lady. That girl.
Yeah.
I have the high ground.
You are smaller.
Yeah. So?
Means nothing.
Yeah. well, Jeremy's like,
No,
what are you
I
trying
mean
to
if
say?
you're tiny, you suck.
What'd I miss?
Just this.
Not much. Not much.
Talking about Extra Life. You have to have fun on Extra Life. You were there to. You were help kicked it off.
You watched
Yeah.
Millie fucking break Trevor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God, that looks so painful.
Did you punch him?
You were there
Yeah,
for
she
the.
punched like hard.
She literally.
I like to be there at the
She's
beginning.
just about to punch him. Trevor's like, whatever you do, don't hit me here. And she's
solar
like, right
plexus.
there,
This
got
is
it.
still-
Sternum.
And then hit him right. Oh, right where all the bones
He
are.
went. At one point, he goes, "Where are you gonna punch me?" I was like, "Yes."
Yeah, that actually happened. Yeah.
You can break off the bottom of your sternum, can't you, if you get hit that
You
way?
can break anything if you try hard enough.
As a dog pile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Well, people
snap
have that
off their
happen when they're
sternum?
doing CPR to other people, and that's how
It's
lawsuits
amazing. I
happen.
knocked that right towards you.
Didn't happen.
Which
yeah.
is bullshit.
To answer your question, Jack, I had a good time at Extra Life. I didn't get to go last year because I was out of town, so I was happy to be there this year.
Yeah, it was fun. It's nice. It's nice
I
kicking off with the sheep.
I watched a fair amount at home,
Oh, yeah?
and there were moments when I thought I was going to come back in, and then I would go, no, I'm good. I'll watch from home.
little crazy.
A little
Got
crazy.
a little nutty at times.
As I get older,
You got nutty. Where's that
I've
fucking
started to
It's a
slow
bit
down.
nutty.
Yeah.
When
was,
nuts started blowing up.
There was
Like,
some top energy.
I
There
saw-
was so many people.
Yeah. There
I
were-
had
Dude,
fun
the set
watching,
was also incredible.
I had a good time watching Blaine power through his milk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Like that little motherfucker.
He chugged half a
mean,
bottle.
it went
He took
down.
3/4 of a
It
bottle. Then he threw it all up. Then he drank the rest of it.
Yeah.
And then he threw it
That's
up.
I fucking give that guy
Dude,
some
they're
credit.
From every hole.
That is not a
It was-
fun
It
thing
was
to
from
do.
the nose.
Drink
it was
milk
from the
after you
mouth.
throw up milk.
Yeah, there's so many people that really step it up for Extra Life every single year. Like Chad is one of my.
Chad's amazing.
He's
Chad's a major
during Extra
player.
Life.
Miles amazing.
Miles is absolutely incredible. Miles showed up for like probably 6 of the 20 segments or so we had. Like he
How
was
about-
there, just going strong.
He has nowhere else to go.
Gavin
Marquis.
this year.
Gavin was good this year.
Gavin was fantastic.
First
this year.
time ever.
Aaron Marquis
He was really
Marquis,
good.
He came.
Aaron Marquis does a really good
dude.
job with hosting.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you give the guy the mic and you just like. it's
Yeah.
He
kinda
also
like-
does a really good job at putting Chris down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he was
I mean,
made for
yeah.
that.
It's a
It's a clearly
talent.
alpha
Yeah.
beta dog mentality.
The
there.
Funhouse kids this year were pretty
Saw,
damn
saw
funny.
them throw paint stuff at Chris. What was that?
I
Or
don't
like
know.
eggs or something full of paint.
That sounds about
They
right.
were chucking at him. That was pretty funny.
But yeah,
That had nothing to do with Extra Life.
but
No, that was this morning.
They were
That's
just
what-
fucking.
the
yeah, just
Who's
giving it to
line,
him.
the Who's line segment was hilarious.
I missed that.
Yeah, that was.
You guys
people-
arm wrestled,
people,
yeah?
I read about it.
Did
but
you?
people,
I arm wrestled
Jack
Jeremy.
You won.
crushed.
Jack
people on the
Well,
internet
I
like
You
It was
crushed
lefty,
me.
It was
though.
left-handed, so I had a very, very significant
enough.
advantage. So
I'm
I
coming for you, Jeremy.
All right.
One day.
How about today?
When I'm 40, I'm gonna find you.
Another shot.
Just wait
Okay.
for osteoporosis to set in. Then you
All
just
right. Bye,
Michael,
Jeff.
Michael,
Jeremy, I'm
Love
here.
you.
you've convinced me.
I'm here.
Okay.
Doing shots.
Yeah, Michael convinced me. You took a lot
Well,
of.
you prep that. Let me tell you about
I
a little
one
thing
thing?
called Blue
Yeah, sure,
Apron.
what
Maybe
do you
you've heard of it. Food. You should eat it. I implore you, stay alive, eat food. Blue Apron will help you do that. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by the very same Blue Apron. Choose from a variety of new recipes each week, or let Blue Apron's culinary team surprise you! Recipes are not repeated within a year, so you'll never get bored. Some upcoming meals include crispy wild Alaskan pollock, seared steaks, roasted chicken. Blue Apron's freshness guarantee promises that every ingredient in your delivery arrives ready to cook, or they'll make it right. Customize your recipes each week based on your preferences. Blue Apron has several delivery options, so you can choose what fits your needs, and there's no weekly commitment, so you only get deliveries when you want them. Lindsay, you were just out of town. You do most of the Blue Aproning,
was.
and you weren't there. And
So Michael didn't eat.
I had baby, and I had baby poop, so I was like, it's not gonna be a Blue Apron time. I skipped the delivery. We're all good. You know, we're still on track. I just skipped 1 week, and we're all good to go next week. Check out this week's menu and get $30 off your first order with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/offtopic. You'll love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That's blueapron.com/offtopic. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Dude, we be having some of them this week. we got tree in the fridge right now. Have some steakies.
I gotta sign up for it again. Dad and I
good.
took a break because we were traveling so much.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm jealous now. I want to be back to it.
It's good, man.
It is good.
Tasty
It's
meal.
so nice because it's like after this I have to go to the grocery store and pick up something so I can cook tonight. It's so nice to just have that and be like, Kat is like, what are we gonna do for dinner? So I'm like, Blue Apron. we
It's
have
really
it.
nice. It's nice because you have food, but like the thing that it comes down to, like with cooking, when you want to make like a dish, like something you want to actually put effort into beyond like I'll make spaghetti. You know, you just boil the spaghetti and then you throw in sauce. Something that actually involves like I'm gonna dice an onion, you know, or like you know, oh, there's some garlic. Never in a million years am I gonna go get the garlic. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be like, fuck it, I'm making the burger and I'm not getting an onion. I'm not gonna drive to the store to buy a fucking
Yeah.
onion. I just won't do it.
Well, the best part is they
But,
give
like,
you
they give
extra
you-
garlic and
Oh,
onions.
you
so
that's
will
also
be loaded on garlic
Dude,
by the end
they
of,
give you like an
Blue
entire
Apron.
thing of garlic, and you just need like one little
One
piece.
clove. You
No,
need like
like,
one
no,
clove.
six
Here's
cloves.
a
I
head of
literally
garlic.
have
in there.
garlic in my house now all the time. I got extra onions in my house, and it's like I'll use that not only on the Blue Apron. They give you extra. It's not like a ton. like it takes up space, but they give you extra. I use it on other food, and then if I get a new order, then I'll just get rid of it then.
Do you
'cause I got a new onion.
chef the garlic open?
Oh, you mean like you put
Like you put the
you
knife, you
slap
put the
the
knife on
knife
it,
blade
bam.
and-
I like those little garlic pusher things.
The press?
Where you-
Garlic
yeah.
press?
I've-
They're
Yeah.
very useful.
It's like,
Yeah.
Well, you also
I always feel
sometimes-
like I don't get a great return on it.
No, correct.
Sometimes
You
they
don't.
ask you to make a garlic paste, so you have to use like the what is it, the grater, or you
They-
have to use
they
the
ask
knife
you,
and crush it.
please.
Or-
Please make it
If you,
for
if
your
you feel so
dinner.
inclined, you
Or
can
the
make a
garlic
paste,
Well,
yeah.
paste.
they tell you to do
gotta,
the fancy
dice
thing
it
where you
up and
take
you
the
turn
knife
the
and
knife
Crush
sideways,
it,
slap
yeah.
it.
and you gotta keep like smearing
Do
it
you
out.
do
It
the
doesn't
finely
work for
chopped?
me.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
absolutely. I did a
just
lot
smeared
of
it
practice with chopping up
Good form.
veggies and stuff like
Good
that.
form.
I've been slowly
It
trying
really-
to teach myself how to
It
cook
really
that
does
stuff.
make you feel like you actually like are cooking something. You know what I mean?
when
Where
you
it's
mash the
Oh,
garlic.
next
Yeah,
year
when
we
it's
should
like,
have a
I
master,
sliced this,
like
I
a
did
master
that.
chef segment.
you
Oh, I
know,
love that.
or like I've made
I'll
a
cook.
couple weeks ago I made turnovers. It was like what was it? It was you made
The broccoli one is that what I made.
the broccoli made
cheese.
you made one. Oh, it was like a chicken. It was
was
like some kind of
delicious.
chicken one. But like you just get the tortilla, and then you make everything. You cook the chicken. You make all the ingredients. You load up the tortilla, and then you fold it over, and then you take a fork, to press it,
Press it in.
and you press it in, and it's also how you get all the fancy
Like a
little
pie, yeah.
little pie things, and then it comes out. It's like I did that.
Yeah.
I made that fancy little frill thing,
Hell yeah.
and then I eat it,
And then you eat
and
it.
it's good. Yeah,
And then it's gone.
yeah.
And all you're left with is
And
the
then there's
memory.
dishes.
There is dishes.
Dishes is the worst part of cooking.
Dishes aren't so bad if you stay
Well,
on top.
that's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm cleaning as I'm
Don't get
cooking.
to the end.
I
Yeah.
always do
Yeah.
that.
I do that constantly. No, it doesn't.
Same.
Cat doesn't
I'm
do
using
that.
the chopping board,
Yeah.
and then I'm done with the shit. I put it in the pot. I immediately wash the chopping
Scrub it
board,
off, put it on the
dry it,
yeah.
and put it away.
What
I
is
do
your
that as
take?
much as possible.
Huge argument in my house.
Oh,
What is the sink for?
The sink.
the thing is for
Kitchen
washing,
sink, right?
washing
But is
dishes.
it a place to store them?
Okay,
It depends the scenario.
It's a waiting
Temporarily.
zone.
most sinks, I know my sink has two sections
Yes.
to it.
I wouldn't say most.
I got
of
well,
them,
one
but
big
it
fan.
If you got
happens.
one, then you're screwed.
Yeah, the one
You
kind of
gotta
sucks.
have a retaining sink, and then the.
That's what I have.
my
the
left-
garbage
Yeah.
disposal.
My
and
left
the
one
other
has the disposal, so that's where
I have the
you
same
scrub
thing.
it off, and then
It's
when
smaller.
it's clean, you put it in the right one, and then you do that, and then you kind of wash those off, and then they go in the dishwasher. Or if it's like a
Yes.
They go in the
a
dishwasher.
chopping
Fuck
board.
that. If I'm washing it, it's going back on the rack.
You're like, Mike,
Yep.
no, I don't care if you fucking hand wash the
Yup.
dish. You're also putting it in the dishwasher.
I
It's
ain't
a two-step
hand washing
process.
it if it's going in the dishwasher.
Why would you wash
Yup,
it twice?
That's what the dishwasher's
exactly.
done.
No,
It's called
I don't
a
trust-
dishwasher.
No, it's
I don't
because they-
trust your hand washing.
No,
no.
There's no way I hit the
No.
far eye.
A
No.
There's
dishwasher.
no way that I hit the far eye.
A dishwasher hits it with like boiling heat
Yes,
water. I can't
thank
do
you.
that in a sink.
Michael.
There's no
I mean-
sanitize
I mean,
session when you're hand
You
washing
can.
it.
Exactly.
If your hands are
You're
burning,
using
it's pretty
soap
hot.
on it.
No, but the
Not
sponge
usually
is full of
sanitize
your
bacteria.
hands.
It uses the same water that comes out of your faucet
No, but you're
in the
using this
dishwasher.
nasty ass sponge that's been sitting on your kitchen
you've
counter
just
for months.
eaten out of the bowl, how dirty is it?
Yeah.
Again,
See, the
that's
thing-
not the
well, the
It
point.
depends what you're doing.
the thing about it is-
if you have like raw meat on a plate, you can
Yeah.
wash it all you want. I'm throwing that shit in the
both
dishwasher.
bad.
Yes, I'm with
Bad,
you.
I guess.
I'm with you.
This.
Here's the
There's
argument
more options. There's vodka.
in my house because I've got one big fat bucket sink.
Yeah.
Bucket.
Got a disposal bucket in the middle. But Meg decides that that's where you store stuff and you stack up stuff in the sink. to the
Incorrect.
point-
I'm
yeah.
sorry, Meg,
But
you're
sometimes
You're wrong. That's what you do, you
And I only
motherfucker.
know it's wrong because I do it.
that's
And continue to
Do
this
as I
day.
say, not as I do.
what I want to do.
Fuck.
When I'm done eating, I want to give that shit a rinse out so there's nothing stuck to it, and then I'll fling it on the side. And when the dishwasher's ready, I'll put it all
The
in at once.
only shit.
But she does a thing where it's like
happened to your
she'll
glass?
use a chopping board.
I know.
was like
No, I had a
18.
thing that's gone now. I had
I
a
put
fall.
All the glasses.
I put them on right
Let me
here.
get
Give
one
back,
of the
please.
Fallout ones.
She uses a chopping board and then puts that, and that's like almost the size of the sink. So she
I mean, also
covers the bottom and then
chopping
puts
board.
plates on
Chopping
it.
board by far is the most heinous, as it takes
Yeah.
seconds to clean.
Yes.
You do never in your life need to leave a fucking chopping board in the sink. You fucking spray
It
it,
gets
wipe
hard-
off one side, and you're
It
goddamn
gets harder
done.
to clean the longer you leave
I mean, that's
it there.
everything.
Yeah.
But
True.
especially a chopping board. It's like
Ryan, would you like a
wash,
shot of whiskey?
dry,
No, I'm good.
you're done.
Like a sink
I
is
also-
a bucket with a hole in it, and by putting the
Gabby,
chopping board, I would love one.
My cleaning also depends on
What's wrong with that one?
I
Got
will
liquid in it.
I will more. Okay,
It's empty now.
I will more
No, it's got
vigorously
goo in
clean
it.
something with human germs on it as opposed to food germs. Right? Like a
Okay.
chopping board, nobody fucking licked the chopping board.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
like
you
there
know
was
of.
there was food on it.
Careful,
and
careful,
it's
careful.
like you save that, Jeremy. There was food on it, and then you rinsed it off.
Almost lost a game attack class there. That was
Oh
close.
man.
Magneto is a hero. We had no idea. We thought he was a villain.
I only
but
control
like-
glass though.
But like
I assume this one would be
spoons,
terrible.
spoons, it's awful. Forks,
You
that
want a
goes in
little
people's
bit?
fucking
I
mouth.
don't. Okay.
Like, I'm gonna wash the fuck out of a fork.
Your call, Ryan.
In the dishwasher?
I will not force it on you.
I mean, either way,
Yeah.
whether in the dishwasher or if I wash it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I jerk off a lot of knives and forks if I'm hand washing.
Huh?
Just really
That's what I do. And
I
then
see
and
that.
then you're dry. That's it.
Sad I have no
But Jack
chase
also
openers
has a
for
good
a while.
point. Again, it's like you're dealing with raw meat. I feel like that is what should
Yeah.
be scrubbed
Well, if it's
and
raw
also
meat,
put through
raw
the
meat,
dishwasher.
raw
Still
chicken?
just, you rinse it off, you throw it in the dishwasher.
No.
Well, that's
Done.
what we're talking about. We're
Yeah.
rinse it off, throw it in the
Just
dishwasher.
rinse it off. I'm not gonna scrub at it.
No,
Yes,
No,
I,
it's
I,
not
I
too.
totally agree with you.
I
The
get the
second
chunks
I'm
off.
scrubbing,
Yes.
it doesn't touch the dishwasher.
Then I've
If I'm
cleaned it.
scrubbing
Yeah.
something, why the fuck am I putting it in? If I'm
Correct.
rinsing, then I put it in the dishwasher.
But I just elect not to scrub the things that I know are going in the
Because you're
dishwasher.
scrubbing with a
Precisely.
dirty ass sponge. If
I mean, buy a new fucking sponge. That's why you buy
You
new
should
sponges.
replace your
You're talking about we
sponge,
have,
period.
we have one
Yes.
sponge for 20 years. Buy a new goddamn sponge.
My
That's what
knives,
the
my
fucking
kitchen
sponge is
knives,
for.
like I have really nice, like
You're a
those, like,
lunatic.
Japanese.
You're also a
steel kitchen knives.
motherfucker that grew up with a dishwasher. Welcome to the other
Those
fucking
have
poor
never been in the
people.
dishwasher. My
They
kitchen,
should never go in the
my
dishwasher.
kitchen knives have never been in the dishwasher. They're
terrible
never supposed to be
I
in
mean,
there.
most of them shouldn't.
Every
Some
time.
of them you can
was it
you can
nigiri
dishwash.
knives or what are they called?
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
That's one
Also, I
of a
think
kind.
stainless steel doesn't actually. A lot of things can't live on it, so you're generally pretty safe. With
Ooh,
stainless
I would
steel.
challenge that. Let's get some to live on stainless steel.
Okay,
Huh?
You can
some
get
bacteria.
spots
Alright.
to live on them,
I'll find a
like
way.
water spots. This sucks. Whiskey
Cheers,
sucks. I
whiskey.
hate it
Why are you
so
taking
much.
a
Yeah.
shot of it?
Because that's what he
That's
got.
all we got.
That's not true.
Beggars can't be choosers.
I didn't beg for it, and I also it's not all we got.
That's the stuff that smells like
It's awful.
swamp,
Give me
right?
your Coke, Jeremy.
That's the one that's it's the one that's like it's pee.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Well, that's, yeah. That's,
That was like 9 out of 10 unpleasant.
whiskey.
I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't like whiskey.
no,
Yeah,
God.
no, it's disgusting.
I normally have a chaser after that.
That
I-
wasn't
I,
enjoyable at all.
I pulled it all night.
Maker's Mark sucks.
I'm gonna grab
Yeah.
a chaser.
Did you?
Hold
What?
all night or when?
Last night?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Lindsay, what do you want?
Editing.
Loser.
Tito,
Yeah.
yes.
Somehow I'm like
No,
simultaneously.
Simmel.
I'm simultaneously working on like 4 videos at once, but none of them are done. So
Are
I'm like
you-
working a little bit, and they're
Are you
almost
working
all
on
done.
Manuel Samuel Part 2?
No, that would
I
be.
mean, technically you are.
Yeah, that would be number 5 if I was working on 5 at once. But when I'm done with these
Do you
4,
want to tell people where you're at with that? They ask. It's been over a year, by the way, since Part 1.
No.
Dude,
Oh, since number 1.
Dude,
not
the
since we
day
recorded.
we recorded Part 1 was the day I found out Lindsay was pregnant.
I remember.
That's how old that video
Because
is.
you were pacing around.
And you got all cheeky in the video. Didn't you make some kind of hint that you knew about it? Or
well,
No, not
I
in
don't
that
know.
video.
Oh, okay, it was another
No,
one.
it was
Sorry.
absolutely. It was in like a million videos after that.
If I did make a hint, it would have been like it's super subtle.
It was super
Yeah.
vague.
Yeah.
After that, like in like I would say the 2 months after that, from the time of that video, which was the end of September, I want to say, or no, it was the end of October, because you went to MCM right before Halloween.
Buddy.
It was at the end of October until
Looking at Remy temperature.
Extra Life, which really I guess is only like 2 weeks.
Yes.
We peppered in probably like 10 videos of you just being like, you would out of nowhere, out of nothing, there'd be the lightest thread of something, and you'd be like, Michael, do you ever want to have kids? And I'd be like, maybe someday, Gavin, someday. You did that like 10 times
Maybe like
within
8
like
months
a
from
within
now.
like a 3-week span.
There was a
and then in my head,
Playpals.
I'd be like,
yeah, or you'd look at me and be like,
I know there was a
Like, in the
Playpals where
room.
like something happened during it, and Gavin's like, "What? It's like you got something else on your mind, Michael."
that might have been
Yeah.
Manuel Samuel.
Goodness.
Yeah, I think it was Manuel.
Like I
Samuel.
said, because that was the day I found out.
yeah.
It's like you got something else on your mind. That's what it was.
Well, it's not live. We can cut it. No way.
Also,
Fine.
we've sidetracked.
Oh,
Why
it
were you
isn't-
up all night?
if at the moment
I was
it
like,
was-
I was like, we don't need to cut this. She's
No, no.
alive. She was dancing on Extra Life.
She's good.
Right.
Do you ever see a
Right,
time
right,
when you let go of the editing process for this stuff?
Yes.
For what,
Yeah?
Shlomo?
Oh, I'd love to.
You gonna have Dan do it? I was waiting for him to laugh, but I'm glad Ryan laughed first.
That wasn't your
He's
first
an
all-nighter, yeah?
idiot.
That wasn't what?
Your first all-nighter?
Yeah, ever
No,
in history, that
do it
was
all the
it
time.
last
You
night.
shut.
I have
You
a
laugh.
deadline.
I have so many friends who have never pulled an all-nighter in their
Are
life.
they Gavin?
Losers!
Are you a fucking idiot? Are you insane?
You have to
I
pull an
know this
all-nighter.
You're healthy.
fucker
Sometime
fell
in your
asleep
life.
standing up in the booth at 636.
Yeah, I just
If
had
not,
like.
if not the office before that, maybe actually.
For some reason, I have like a bunch of deadlines all
I think
coming
it
up
was
at
it was
once,
the office before that. It was Congress or some shit.
End
where
of
I
the
fell
year.
asleep up, right?
Yeah, that wasn't 636 actually.
That was Buda.
Yeah.
That was like 4 offices ago.
Yeah. That was that 2 before 636 or was that the one before?
That would have been 2.
What was after Buda before 636?
Congress.
That's what I just said. You're right.
Yeah.
Missed all that shit. Did you miss Congress completely?
No.
You popped in there?
season 9 there, right?
Yeah, I've been at all of them at various points.
Fuck you.
Various times.
Were you in Bernie's bedroom?
No, I wasn't at
Then I
that.
get you in all of them.
Anyway,
You 15-year-old bitch.
Once all my deadlines are up and I'm done with all this shite I'm working on at once, and also Achievement Hunter.
Sure.
Then I can go back to manual.
Well, here's the thing too. I don't want to
You're right, Jack.
we could probably reshoot it at this point. It's been over a year.
There's
That was
one
You
reason-
there was
guys announced what happened, right?
we announced it,
Let me
but
run through
like
it.
people don't always keep track of it.
We lost the game audio.
We recorded part 1,
Yeah.
put it out. Very quickly after, like within a week, we recorded part 2, finished the game,
That shot, man.
and then turned out didn't record
set?
any of the game audio.
But the
Huge game to have game audio. Makes the whole goddamn game.
Yeah.
It's all dialogue.
It's very dialogue
and
based.
just jokes.
And
And
we
like,
were, a lot of the time,
that's all it talking to
just
the
laughing in response to
because
it.
we had the audio, it just didn't record it for some reason.
Yeah.
Like so we're reacting to something that isn't in the video. So immediately we had the discussion. We're gonna do one of two things. Either we can try and edit this and fix it and like piecemeal it, and it's gonna be like this insane edit where you have to literally edit the sound back into half of the game. It's half the whole fucking game. Or we just wait like a year and then play it again when we forget what happens. Because like, we never played the game before. So it's all like our legitimate first reaction to shit. I remember the boss fight took us fucking forever. Like the final boss was like, we were screaming to beat him, and I'm pretty sure we were coming here to do off topic. We were recording something. And it was like to the minute. We're like, we beat the boss like the minute before the podcast started or whatever the fuck we were doing. We had to run off. And then we lost the audio. So you started on it pretty quickly, honestly, like a month or two after it, because you had some kind of like long trip to England and
Yeah, I
like,
had to get my
worked on
visa
it
renewed
while you were
so
there.
I was stuck in England, and then I realized when I was in England, I don't have an Xbox there,
Yeah, this is amazing.
and I don't have a way of playing the game to get all the audio. So because I was just gonna replay it and like splice it in, so I just downloaded someone's Let's Play, like a silent, no commentary Let's Play from YouTube that I thought I could take all the cutscene audio and slice all that in. That's fine. But for the game parts, the audio is completely random. Like, you'll walk into a room and someone will say something, like the devil will say something in the background, and if you walk in again, he'll say something completely different. So our subtitles don't at all align with the audio I have from this.
It's
Let's
gonna be
Play.
real fucked up.
It's really like the most choppy chop edit I've ever done, and I'm like 70% through it.
But because of that, you did so much work on it, and you still got like a ways to go. Which like I've asked you a bunch, and you're like, I just don't think I'm gonna get to it. And it's like, but you've done so much work. I don't want to record it again.
I will
So
get to it.
People ask a lot about that. Like, are you ever fucking doing part 2? We did part 2, like right after part 1.
It's true.
It's just like, listen, it'll happen, and it'll come out, and then you'll be like, that wasn't worth it.
And the
Yeah,
best
it'll
part
be the
is-
most work for the least return on a
It
video.
really
I've
will.
ever
best
done.
Nobody
part
will care.
is if you put that up today with no game audio, a fan would have fixed the audio issue by the end of the day.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, probably. That's
I
probably.
guarantee
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
There would be a fan edit that restored
I
the
guarantee
audio.
it.
But
yes.
listen, I
wonder
want to
if we
like,
could-
I want to like be treated by that. I don't want to expect it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna upload a video and be like, you fix it.
Also, I am
'Cause you will.
I am gonna have to pass it off, slightly unfinished, to someone else in the editing room, like Ashley or someone who
Ashley
puts the
would do
golden
great
touches
work.
on the beginning.
She's got some
because
golden.
I don't have that. I
You
don't,
didn't touch the pipes into
No,
it.
no. I looked
You-
at it and I was like, I know what Ashley.
and quite
would do.
frankly, you shouldn't.
And yeah, and she would probably like slit it down the middle and have them spin. I was like, I don't want to butcher it. That's her thing. And like some other people who have
She
played
started
I
it.
love
though.
Ashley
She
too because
started
she's the most humble person, and she kind of
No,
just,
she's
like,
a bitch.
Yeah, awful,
Wow.
horrible to work with. She just kind of
Wow.
she keeps to herself. She just kind of does her job. She comes in. She's
Well, she
like, you
hates
know,
everyone.
That's
Yeah,
what you said about
she's
Ken.
here to edit, so she comes in again. She's like, "Hey guys, all right, I know what I have to do, take care of my stuff." She doesn't really like make waves or anything, but she does amazing work. Like she really deserves a lot of credit that she doesn't really feel she deserves.
I would
like,
say
Ashley, you're great.
She's like the perfect employee.
Yeah, she's wonderful. I love her.
Dude,
I love
and
you,
in my
Ashley.
head, and no like no shit to any of the other editors, but in my head, she's the go-to Plapes editor.
She was the first
Yeah.
person to edit Rage
Like,
Quit after me.
like in my head, if she's not editing Plapes, it's been passed on. You know what I mean? Like I think Alfredo's editing one of the ones we just shot, and I'm like, not Ashley, huh? All right, better be
So
good.
let's go.
Well, I
Better be
like that
fucking
everyone
good.
in the editor room they're like a go-to this person. They
I mean,
edit
it's
this
generally
show
how
in
it
particular,
works.
and then it switches off.
Everyone has
Yeah.
their
Other
specialty.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Kent's the live action guy. Anything live action, it goes to Ken.
Or
Ken
it
will
used to
do
be Trevor, but now obviously Trevor's
Yeah.
managing.
Now
it.
Trevor does nothing.
Yeah.
Right, so Ken's like a live action. He's Awu. He's like
He's Awu.
anything sponsored.
He is Awu.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it's the
sponsored stuff,
same-
Ken takes it.
It's
you know.
same with what we used to have going on. Like
Yeah,
we would always
I mean,
take
it's the
care of
same
certain
thing pretty
shows.
much.
Yeah.
Ryan would
Obviously
always do
Minecraft,
GTA.
GTA.
Larry's Minecraft.
I remember
guy now.
even before like the GTA, before that shit, it was me, you, and Ryan edited Let's Plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
then, you know, no one else.
What we had was
And then
like
Jack would edit anyone he wanted to edit. We'd play
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed. He's like, I got it. Oh, you got it. Thanks, Jack. How about the other 50 fucking videos we shot?
Ray gave it a go.
Yeah, he gave it a go.
I heard that tune
He
go
gave it a
well.
go, and then you completely redid it. And he's like, I'm just gonna do Let's Plays anymore.
I mean, it wasn't his
And we're
thing.
like,
It
all right.
was
Editing
it
is
wasn't
like,
his
you have to
strength, I guess. He
know
was
exactly
much
what
better
you're
at just
doing.
being in shit, which
Yeah.
is fine. There's
Like-
no point in.
I took over Minecraft, but that was at the same time too, where I used Premiere, but my dumbass was like, I still have my Mac. I'll use Premiere on my Mac, and it was a horrible, horrible idea. And that editing process was a
If
nightmare.
you're gonna be on a Mac, use Final Cut.
Yes.
Yeah, I have the same. I have at home. I have PC and a Mac, and I have Premiere on PC and Final Cut. on
I
Mac.
remember
never-
the
not
first
UK.
like 4, 5 Minecrafts. We didn't name burn.
That's correct.
So we put all the names in manually, so every single time it cut to someone's screen,
Oh.
that was like
Yep.
a bar on the timeline.
We also had
multi-camera.
2 channels
So, like-
of audio for 6 people.
Yup.
And
Which
Ray
is why it sounds like garbage.
Ray was on my mic in episode 1,
Oh,
And you were
God.
split screened.
and it was
You were-
split screen.
Yup.
And then so
Yup.
I had the whole thing edited. I was like, oh wait, how do we get? We don't know who's
Yeah.
who's who. So then I went and I would just like make a text name, drag it across the whole thing, and then
Yup.
slice out
And-
when they weren't on camera,
Yup.
and then I'd do it again. I was like,
You're
we're
insane.
gonna name burn from now on.
That's what I did.
Jesus
I did like
Christ.
again. That was like Minecraft started, and we just edited. It wasn't anybody's show. It's just like you made the first like 2, I think, or 3.
Yeah.
And then I did like 4 or 5, and I wanted to put a gun in my mouth.
What it was is there was
And then it was like name burn, and I'm like, Gavin, holy shit, we're gonna put the names on before we edit. This is amazing. Who thought of this?
Well, even
I had
like
a good amount of spit
working
come out on
that,
that one.
like just the advances in technology.
What was that?
And editing.
What was that? Ow!
Yeah.
I'm giving you a loving squish, and you like hate pinched
Oh.
me.
No, that was a love pinch.
Loving
God,
squish,
no!
hate
It was
pitch.
like, oh, she was like, fucking die!
I hate
was like,
pinch, Gavin.
ow.
I like it. I like it a little rough. What can I say?
Jesus, but you like it rough
got-
means
got
you
so
like it
bad
rough.
already.
You
You're gonna
gave
hate
it to
pinch, get back if
me.
you want.
Came
That's
back
not
and
you
shoot
liking
down.
it rough if you hurt me. That's
I'm the masochist.
you
you're
know
the
what I mean?
sadist,
Like
I'm
I
sorry.
like it rough, so let me punch you in the fucking face. That doesn't make sense.
Let me show you how I like it.
Yeah.
Great.
Come here, bitch.
I remember we exported like everyone's individual track with the name burn for a period of time because it was so difficult to import all of the footage and try and multicam because Final Cut like yes, it couldn't handle it. And then we finally got a tech upgrade and we could do it. You motherfucker, you want a multicam edit? Let me see you do
Premiere,
it
man.
once.
Premiere.
I
Premiere
did-
had issues with it,
I
right?
did it several times. I just told you how I edited Minecraft.
When I got an email from
Fucking
Caleb,
idiot.
when Caleb was like,
What the fuck are you talking about?
Caleb was like, hey, Michael and Lindsay are out of town. Can you and Matt Bragg come down and help out, right? This is like before we were hired. They're like, come help out for a week because Michael and Lindsay are out of town. And we were like, okay, sure. And he was like, you know how to multicam, right? Because that's kind of like.
And you were probably like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, do it all the time. Like, that was my response. I was like, yup, love multicamming. And then he was like, all right, cool.
Dude, I
see you in
jerk
like-
off to that
Joe
shit.
Jeremy.
See you in like a week. I was like, cool. Never done it before in my life. And I was like, all right, time to watch like 18 tutorials.
dude,
and I
I
watched
didn't-
so many tutorials.
That's
on
what
how
I
to
did
do
when
it.
I first started editing Minecraft. I was like, well, I'm not gonna just watch one feed and then drag.
I didn't edit a video before I got here. Okay. Jack
I
was
remember the
like,
first couple
Jack
weeks
was
I
like,
showed you how to edit
Jack was
videos.
like, all right, retard. This is a computer.
Well, no, because like
Fair enough. I didn't
the
know
first
you used
maybe
the multicam
12,
function. Good
like
job.
the first maybe 12 episodes of Rage Quit, you just sent in the raw stuff, and I actually cut them all, and that was the thing. And then I think Jeff did something.
Well, I mean,
too.
that's what, and I'll say this: even cutting early on Rage Quit was adding the bumpers.
Yeah.
Like some of them got edited.
yeah, some of them. So I tightened down a few,
But
but
like,
for the most part, it was pretty
but
much like
like
dropping
most
in
of
and
my
stuff
rage
in.
quits, because I didn't know how to edit, I would literally hit record, and it would be one continuous recording. That's it. If I fucked up in the middle of the video, I would stop it and then just delete it and start over again. That's how I made all my YouTube videos for like 2 years.
There's an
I would-
admirable efficiency.
I would
to that.
literally just be like 2.5 minutes into a video in my head, like another minute, and I got it. And then I hit a point of like just 20 seconds of silence, and I'm like, all right, delete that video, turn that off, start it over again. Hope I get a good one.
No.
That's how I made like fuck the first probably 24 rage quits.
Like
And then Jack's like, you can take out parts you don't want. And I was like, run that by me again. What do you
Yeah.
mean? What do you mean? Yeah, just start over, and then it goes away. I mean, it was Zach was like, "This is Final Cut."
Can you imagine if we
is
did
for
that
Blade
now in like
fascinating.
an episode of Sky Factory, and we're like 45 minutes in, and then no one says anything for 10 seconds, and we'd be like, all right, delete it, let's go again.
Shut it all down.
Good.
Stop
I
the
mean,
audio.
I still make videos like that,
Goodness. Yeah.
like in my spare
But
time.
that's your individual videos. I'm thinking about, I won't name names, but someone worked on Gauntlet Season 1 and they didn't know about the multicam function at all.
Gavin.
So they delivered the final product like, hey, I edited this. And they were like, oh, that's great. Like, cool cutting. How, like, let me see your sequence. And he was like, no, straight up. I just, like, individually cut every single person's feed to fit my needs. So on the timeline, there's all these little like bits and pieces. It's like tiny little data bits. And we're like, no, you can multicam that. There's like 7 cameras in Gauntlet. What are you doing?
But to explain multicam, by the way, because you haven't explained it
Yeah,
once,
sorry.
it's the process of linking up all the footage where when you're watching it, you have like in your editor, whatever, Final Cut or Premiere or whatever, you've got your preview window, which is like one screen. It's like what you would see in the edit when you, the audience, are watching it. The preview window is what
The
you would
final
see
video.
in the video, but then there's a second window that has every single monitor playing every video at once.
It's called the source monitor or multicam.
Right. So usually those are like smaller because it'll fucking destroy your computer and eat it because you're running 6 video files all at the exact same time. So they're generally like tiny little windows, and if you sync everything properly, and that's why we do our syncs in the videos, you can line it all up where the multicam will play, and you can literally click another window whenever you want it to cut to that.
Yeah.
Which still involves a lot of editing. It's usually like you watch, the way I did it, and everybody does it differently. Some people do like the whole fucking video, and they like multicam as they go, then they do a second pass where it's
That's
like,
what I
all
do.
right, now I need to tighten
Yeah,
it.
tighten it up.
I would do it like 1 minute at a time. That's how I edited. Like I would watch 1 minute and make my like selects for that minute. Then I'd go back to that minute and like, okay, like, because arbitrarily like clicking in the middle of watching it was never like perfect. Then you go back and you're like, okay, I need to slide it like 2 seconds more
Yes,
into Gavin's
'cause
screen
you don't react
before it
as soon as
switches.
you
It.
see it.
Right, exactly. Like I would click it as a reactionary action from watching, and then I'd go back on a second pass to edit it and like make sure it would cut before the thing happened. And that's generally multicamming. If you don't do that, you're literally dealing with 6 video files that you have to watch one at a time, where it's like, okay, I'm at the 10-minute mark. Let me watch this for a minute from Gavin's screen. Okay, that's what happened. This 10 seconds was good. Now let me watch that 10-minute mark from Jeremy's screen. That would be
And
fucking
it's-
insanity.
And also, you'd miss so much stuff. Like,
It's
there was,
insanity.
There was one moment where it was in Minecraft, and I was watching everyone's screen, and we were talking about how like we couldn't find any trees, and Ray just threw out like, yeah, I can't find any. Just like totally deadpan. I looked at his screen. He's in a forest surrounded by trees. And if I wasn't multicam viewing, I never would have seen that he
Yeah,
was
that
there.
was me bitching. Like, has anybody
Yeah.
seen a tree? And
Yeah.
I was like,
So
no.
I'm immediately, I'm like, cut to Ray's screen.
Exactly,
There, he's in
and
the
it's
little
stuff like that,
forest.
you
It's like
would
little,
miss it.
Yeah, you would never find it.
There was a recent 7 days where we were all inside a giant building and like a floor just dropped out or something, and
Oh, yeah. I
other
remember
people
that.
were
I
in
was
the
there.
dark, and there was a zombie, but no one could see because the flashlights were going everywhere, and people were trying to shoot it. And we're all screaming like, kill him, shoot him, I'm running out of ammo. And then it cuts to Jeff, and he's planting like vegetables outside of the house, and you hear us quietly in the background screaming.
Awesome.
And then it cuts back to us.
Well-
It's like stuff like that's so funny.
I mean, like, yeah, it's different because it's live, but a good comparison is like they do that on the podcast. Like right now, what you're watching, they do literal multicam live
Yeah.
feed. Someone's in there clicking.
I can
the
see
individual
all the
screens.
cameras right
Yeah.
there. All of them
they'll-
playing.
Yeah. So when you see like them cut to the audio podcast listeners, oh shit, where did Landon go?
Oh,
got burned up.
I stuck him to one of the wood planks so we could put him back on the taps, and I realize now he's not on the wood planks anymore.
I mean, yeah, it's a shame. Shoot, whatever.
Maybe you knew Landon.
Uh-oh.
Sorry,
Who
Landon.
cares?
Multicam, cut to
Fuck
camera
that
too.
guy.
Let's
Well,
get a
see,
New Zealand.
All right,
See,
all
well,
right, never mind.
again, the thing about it is, again, you are perfectly showcasing why you need to go back in a second pass, and you don't have that on a live show. Yeah. The
Well, I
video
just
would be
watched the
like
cameraman like kind of walk
slowly
over.
saunter on over, like we'll get to camera 2 in 30 seconds, bitch.
Right, it's like
Tell me what to
Jesus
do.
Christ, we'll get to camera too.
Yeah.
I would also have
It's a
moments.
split.
I would have moments in my first pass where I was very much in
Not the
first
same.
pass mode, and I'm like, I'm doing some loose cuts here. I'll clean this all up
All right.
later. And then something really complicated would happen, and I'd be like, I need to really go in and make this good later. But I'm in first pass mindset mode, so I can't be bothered right now. And I just drop a marker as like, come back to this point.
Yeah.
I can't deal with it right now.
Did you ever do a thing? This happened to me a lot too when I was editing Let's Plays because like now we're on camera 2.
Camera two.
Camera two.
We're like we used to do a couple a week. It was like 2-3 Let's Plays a week, so there wasn't so much of a turnaround. Like I used to edit a Let's Play in like a day, sometimes 2 days. Like I'd leave it at night and then come back to it the next day and like edit it. And I had a thing too where like you do a first pass where it's like either you edit the whole video or you do like 80% of it, and then you come in the next day and you do like the last 20% and like, all right, second pass time. I don't know how many times I was like editing something, I come in day 2, and then I go back and watch the first edit, and I'm like, what the fuck was I doing?
Yeah.
What the fuck? It's idiot. Like the the struggle with your own brain where you're looking at something that you made and you're like, what the hell was I looking at here?
I don't like
You
to
just
finish
described everything I've ever written in a notebook ever.
I don't like to finish any video without having like at least one sleep halfway through.
Dude.
Because a lot of times you'll either do that where it's like, I'm a complete moron.
Dude.
Or something's not quite working and you're like, why can't I make this work? The next day, the first thing you do is
it's like,
oh, okay.
fix it in 1 second.
Hey, it's done.
That was
Yep.
me
All the time.
Dude, that was me with the Surgeon Simulator movie that I cut. It's like a 1 hour Surgeon Simulator video with me and you. I think it's the...
Is that the PS4
Alien
one?
surgery.
It's the alien surgery
yeah.
one. No, that's the guide. That's
Got
the
it.
achievement guide. It's the alien surgery one where I wrote in the middle of it like the story. I added like dialogue and text and like I used the in-game music to like build like a narrative. That was solely because I was at the office editing it at like 11 o'clock one night, and I'm like, this will be fucking funny as hell. And I start like adding all this shit in. The next morning I come in and I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? But I committed to it. I'm like,
It's staying.
I don't know, but I'm gonna leave it. Literally the end of that video, which is like,
Do you ever have the conversation
it's
with
like
yourself
over 10 million views, that video.
where you're like, well, yesterday Michael seemed to know what he was doing?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. And I'm like, I guess I don't get it, but he got it, so I'll
Yeah.
just keep making it.
I don't want to let him down.
Like sometimes I come in and I go, yesterday Michael was an idiot. I need to change this. That video was like, I don't know what he's doing, but I'm not fucking it up.
Yeah.
So I just kept the course. Literally the end of that video, Gavin, the last thing in that video, it just says, "Ya boy!" exclamation point. Like that's how fucking stupid that video. I ended a video with text saying "Ya boy." It's
Yep.
like it was one of the longest videos we ever made at the time too. It was like an hour.
It was
flat.
classic.
It was like almost like an hour exactly, which is why I don't think it was called the movie, but I always referred to it as Surgeon Simulator
Yeah, I
the
don't think it
movie.
was called
that. It was
It
the
might have
closest
been the
to a
longest.
feature
It
length.
might have
Alien
been the
scene.
longest video we'd made at the time, or damn close to.
Yeah, and the recording was even longer. There was a lot cut from it.
It was also, remember the dramatic ending of we were legit trying to do the surgery, because most videos, and especially Surgeon Simulator, there's like a basic concept of like, there's something new we haven't shot yet, we want to shoot it, we want to make it funny, but then we also want to have an ending to it. Like an ending is so important to a video. And I think the thing that gets lost on the audience is like, the amount of time sometimes between we've been like, all right, we got the video, now we need the ending. And sometimes there's 30 minutes in between those two things where it's like, I hate to just be like, all right, video's over, and then turn it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a big finish is always great, but you can't like just make that happen a lot of times. You just gotta keep playing, you gotta keep playing, you gotta
And
keep
nowadays,
playing. And just like, you can feel it. You know, it's like, that's the ending.
We're constantly backing up against other productions, like a podcast is about to start.
Yeah,
or,
and it's
in
like,
that surgery
and I'm
one.
like begging the game, like, give me the ending, man, give me the ending.
Yeah,
Come
the
on, I
surgery
need
one,
it.
If you watch the behind the scenes, Gus is like backpack on.
Well, that's
ready to
that's
take
what I was
fucking
going.
I was leaving with.
Gus
it.
is waiting to take you home, and he's standing in the room with his backpack, like, so you ready to go? And I'm like, we need to fucking beat this. You are literally about to go home.
Yeah, it was
we
like
need to
5
beat
PM.
this. So like, that ending is legit, and like, yeah, we beat it, and we were happy. But like, we're like, yeah, we did it! All right, bye. And then you walked out and went home. It was like legit. Gus is like, beat it now, or I'm not taking you home.
Dude, Last of Gus came out.
Last of Gus.
Oh, did it?
Yup.
Oh, did that mean we announced our next
You
Let's
did
Play?
indeed.
What is it?
Finally.
What's the next one? After Last of Gus, what is it?
Rainbow Six Vegas 2.
Vegas 2. Get ready for your faces.
So that's a roulette's play that's turned into 140 videos.
That's not true. So
We
here's what
recorded
happened.
like 5.
We had the roulette's play.
We recorded this morning.
We did it on PC.
We did do one this morning.
We did it on PC. The faces are so much better on
Oh,
PC.
yeah.
Oh, my
like,
God.
Like, it works way better than Xbox. It
Super
looks better than
fast, too.
Xbox. It's quicker than Xbox.
We
Like,
discovered that game is
they
designed for Jeremy's
look
head.
Good. Jeremy's
if you're bald,
fucking head
you
looks
make it in
amazing.
that game.
Yeah.
the face
So we
game.
shot a roulette's play in it, but even at that, like literally before we made the faces,
one, too.
anything, it was like, all right, well, this game's only 4 players. we have to do another Let's Play in it.
So everybody
just
can
so
get
we could
their
get their
face
faces in.
Yeah.
So we shot the real Let's Play knowing we'd do a Let's Play. So we shot one real Let's Play, and then we shot part 4 this morning.
I think it was part 5 this morning.
I think it's 5 with the real Let's Play.
Yeah, I think that was our 4th Let's Play.
The second
Yeah,
video,
whatever.
it's just a regular Let's Play because it's like, hey, real Let's Play, we have to play it, and then we were like,
dude, I
let's just
cannot.
fucking play it. Anyway.
Also, I cannot
It's
wait
so
for people
good.
to see the spin at the end.
The
of the Let's
reveal of the next Roulette's Play.
The
It's
next
so
Let's
good.
Play.
I'll say
It's
this.
so good. We're back in.
We haven't done it.
Nobody bled this time. That was nice.
Is that true?
Well, he bled on this one,
Vegas.
right?
On Polling Vegas
On
too.
Polling Vegas too, but not the one you're talking
Not the one
about.
after.
Yeah, I
It was
bled
a
on
Mary
that.
Kate and Ashley Sweet 16.
I'm scared to put my
No, we
hand
just
in
need
that
to
thing.
not
It should be.
just reach your hand in and don't touch the side. That's all.
Yeah, because the thing is, opposite of the
Jeff
open
and Jeremy
hole,
going like this.
there's the get hole, right, and then across from that is
the
slip
envelope hole.
the envelope
Yeah.
hole, and so that is all cracked in. and
Everything's
buckled.
cracked in because everybody keeps bashing the outside
But
with a
because-
mallet, which just makes spikes on
Well,
the inside.
all right, to an extent, but
It
the
makes
envelope
sense.
hole that has fully spiked out in the jagged metal they
It's a
cut to make the
death
slot
trap.
there. That will cut you instantly.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Jeff,
not-
you weren't there for it. He put his hand in.
I heard.
Anytime someone touches that thing,
Gingerly.
I'm just like, are they gonna get cut? He goes like this. He's like, ow, and I was like, he's bleeding. I know it. Like no one, anyone has yet to go ow and not
Come
just
away,
have like, oh
cry.
fuck, and
Yeah.
blood just pouring out of your hand. That was him.
That's just damn it. No, there was a great time recently where I was under Gavin's desk. And by recently, I mean probably like a month and a half ago.
Matt Bragg was under your desk today.
It's a nice place.
We'll talk about that
Shenanigans.
later. But
He
so
was sleeping there.
I was under Gavin's desk
lives there.
collecting bouncy balls.
Sure.
Right? I was like, well, I gotta reload.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
like a billion.
I think this
Like
was in
20
this was in the
minutes.
heat
Yeah.
of the cup challenge.
Oh, so
Like,
that was
this
a while
is-
ago.
It was a while ago.
Okay.
It was when that was
It was before Ryan
just
did
going on.
make
So
it.
I was like, I need to reload. So I go under to Gavin's desk and I'm grabbing as many as I can. And just like putting my hands, and at one point like I like wipe my hand on my pants and stuff like that, and I'm going, and I'm like, my finger kind of hurts right now. And I looked down, and it was just all blood on my hand, and my
Glass?
pants were covered in blood.
Glass.
Yeah, just glass under Gavin's desk somewhere.
Yeah.
I think it was from the
you're
light
a
that broke.
mess, dude.
I just came back going, well, god damn it. This is like all blood.
How are your feet doing?
You had glass.
My feet are fine.
You had glass, you were bleeding, there was pink dust in it, and there was ants crawling on it.
Yeah.
That's our office.
I was like,
Yellow
oh,
dust.
welcome to the office.
yeah, what did I say?
Pink.
Oh, sorry, I don't know why.
Yellow
My
dust.
brain's turning off.
It's yellow
I was
dust.
thinking
The blood
of,
turned.
There
I was
could be
thinking of
pink
blood.
dust.
I'm not sure why I said pink.
Camera
but it
two.
is yellow dust. That's
Goodness.
camera 2.
Camera
I feel like,
3.
feel like you called.
Camera 5.
Took me a second.
That's 6.
See, like,
Cut to the jib.
Is that plugged in?
before they cut to
They
it,
did cut to it. Thank you.
as they cut to it, someone goes, it's off. That's why it's a black screen.
Also, Jeremy, you're the person I've known who has like the most glass cuts on his body. Like you're kind of
Because he
hardcore.
fucking runs through glass and eats it.
Yeah,
That's-
basically.
when you
Yeah.
go like this to glass, you get glass cuts.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
my brain hasn't fully accepted the fact that glass cuts you.
Yeah.
I think. I'm like, maybe this time it
Well,
won't.
that's from like the lamp. Yeah, from the.
It's really
RTS.
like
This one is
Yeah.
from
John
it's under
McClane.
the
He
mustache.
just gets cut up. He just gets just
Both of
like,
these are from coffee tables.
He doesn't
I
know he
think
shouldn't
Gavin knows
walk on the
stories
glass.
recently. This was from a baseball. This is from glass.
fireplace.
Did anybody put glass in the baseball?
No, there
should.
was a stick lodged in the baseball. In the
That's
seam.
you just mentioned that.
That's what hit me in the. Yeah, it was at your house. I was talking about that.
Oh, okay. I've completely lost the
assumed it was
ability.
an accident.
Yeah, I have no idea if it was on camera or
Oh
not.
yeah, when anything happened. Most of my relationship with Lindsay is like, oh man, you're not gonna believe what happened today. Gavin came in the office and he did this, and she's like, yeah, no shit, I was there. And I'm like, I don't know. I just always assume
So
you
how do
weren't
you
there.
guys come up with a new story to tell each
We
other?
don't.
Yeah, you just both have to talk
Here's
about the
how
same
it
She goes to a
goes.
convention.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I go to convention or I go online. I'm like, Michael, did you know that ancient Egyptians once formed the pyramids to put the pharaoh inside of it to make it simulate a dust cloud? And he's like, I don't give a fuck. Shut up.
basically,
I don't
yeah.
care.
That's kind of how it works.
Sounds about right.
But the thing is, you'd think after the first "shut up, I don't care," she'd stop.
No,
Fast forward
because then
5
you
years
win.
later.
And I'm not letting you win.
She's like, listen to this fact you're not gonna believe. And I go, wow, that's amazing.
I go home all the time and Kat tells me a story about something, and then at the end of the story, she just says quite a lot. At the end of the story, she goes, if I tell you this again, will you remember it? And I was like, nah, I wasn't listening at all. She's
No.
like, all right, I'll tell you
do
What are
again.
you doing that you're not listening?
I'll tell you again, so just
This
Looking-
is zoning out.
He doesn't
It's
fucking
looking at
listen
the
to us.
Experience that in the room all the time.
Yeah.
I
One
do
of the most
that all the
disturbing
time.
things Jeremy told me was that on planes he just sits there listening to music. Just not watching.
Why is that
anything.
disturbing?
I don't know, because he's just like not looking at anything.
I
with
mean,
his
like,
eyes.
I'll give you if
that's
he
exactly like
wasn't
what he does in
listening
the
to
office.
music. Listening to music
I
is
listen
a
to
thing.
music.
Well, I
That's
put
true,
but-
music in, and then I just get lost in my own brain.
I can
Yeah,
get that.
And I'll do that for
fine.
hours.
If
on a
you
plane.
did
Yeah.
nothing and sat there, that'd be weird.
No, I'm not. I'm
Patrick
not
Warburton
Elaine's
style.
Patrick
boyfriend.
Warburton. Yeah.
That's fine, listening to music, but I'm talking about like in conversations, I do that all the time where I just stop talking because I know someone's not listening and they don't say anything. I'm like, well, motherfucker, you weren't paying attention, so
Yeah.
fuck you. I'm not wasting my breath.
I feel like I have to.
I
Trevor repeat
somehow do
everything
waste
he says
my
to me
breath.
twice.
I'll never pretend to
I
listen.
can't.
to you.
But that's the
I can't
different thing.
focus
though.
on anything he ever
That's
says. to me.
because you don't want the information. Like, you know it's going to be something you have to do,
Yeah,
or
it's
you
gonna be
don't
more
want
work.
it, so you like block it out the first time.
I love Jeff's. I wasn't listening. Right? Everybody's got their own. It'll just out of nowhere here. Huh? That's usually Jeff's like, wait, I feel like I should have been listening to that and I wasn't. And that's
Yeah.
or it's just you just see his head come up. That's like, fill me in.
My favorite.
No, the head come up
If he
is for
stands
me
in.
is that I wasn't.
Well, that's generally
When Jeff
that's
comes up, it
generally
means I
that's
wasn't
when he's
listening to
talking to
Jeff.
you, and then you hear dead silence. One of two things happens. He stands up, looks at you, or I go, "Hey, Jeremy said fuck you, Jeff," and then you'll be like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Jeff will stand up, and the first thing that goes in my head is,
That's
I missed
go-to.
something.
I've been for like 6 years. If someone says something to someone in the office and they don't hear them, I wait 3 seconds and go, "Hey, fuck you." That's to me, that's what. Like, hey, fuck you. They're
I
not
feel like
listening.
I've never stood up to look at that side of the room without sighing
Yeah.
while I do it.
I stand up to look at Jeremy and I go, look at your Slack because I've sent you a link to Pornhub or something.
Lindsay's Slack on my computer is one of the most
Full of
absurd
I bombard
things.
you.
It's porn, it's dildos, it's weird videos on YouTube.
We're all learning.
My
Yeah.
my
Well, you
favorite.
two sit under the overwatching eye of Blinky up there in the ceiling.
That's
Yeah,
true.
the giant
Thank
dicks.
My
looking
favorite
ass.
thing that Jeff
Colossus
does
or whatever it is.
is when Jeff's had conversations with like Lewis or Trevor about projects, and then he'll be like, "Okay, so we're filming this thing tomorrow," and it's like, "Wait, what thing?" And he's like, "We've talked about this for weeks." And it's like, I have no idea what you're
We
talking
haven't.
about.
Jeff has.
99 times out of 100, at least one of you in the room has.
And that person's usually not in
It's
the
never
room.
me.
It may not be you,
But
but,
it is like-
somebody in that room knows what I'm talking about.
Goodness.
But there's
Or
there's,
Jeff was talking about it in the room while I was in the room, and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
but it's always like no idea what's going
It's
on.
like
No.
just big air gaps in conversation.
Every conversation we have, I go, "Oh yeah, we're doing that thing," and Jack goes, "What? What are you talking about?" And I go, "We talked about this months ago." And then I get quiet, and then Michael or somebody go, I vaguely remember that. Yes." I'm like, "Thank you, close enough."
Yeah.
close enough.
That's just Michael kissing your ass. That's all it is.
It's not always Michael. Sometimes it's Ryan.
Yeah.
That's just Ryan kissing your ass.
Ryan goes, oh, wait.
I usually get whatever spillover happens to happen, but the discussion that takes place, it's usually between you and Lewis. It's like, oh, we could do this. I'm like, I think I heard the word L.A. in there.
Yeah.
All right.
Heard reunion? The what?
Now, do you guys also do the thing
Nope,
where you
never
know,
heard reunion.
No.
yeah, you know someone else isn't paying attention to the conversation, so you escalate it, and you're like, hey, I was hanging out with my friend. Okay, you're not paying attention, so you're like, and then aliens abducted me, and I went to Mars, and they probed me.
I just call them out.
Oh, really? No. I just like
everyone in my
elaborate something
family will.
crazy.
Well, because it's a whole family of me's, like my
Oh,
family.
Jesus.
No one.
A lot of people talking and no
So,
one's
talk
listening.
to
You
When I
can tell
was-
someone a whole
Hey,
story,
hey.
and then you go,
When I
"Did you
was
hear
in,
anything I said?" And they go, "No."
when I was in journalism school,
yeah, yeah.
when I was in journalism school in the Army, we had this section called feats, which is where you had to write 9 features, and each week was a different feature, and that's where everybody washes out. Like 60% of the class washes out, and I was on feats too, and I was interviewing this captain about how he stopped a shooting on a rifle range, like from a guy trying to kill people on a rifle range.
Oh, God.
And it's journalism. The Army sucks to begin with. But they get you up at like 5 in the morning, and then you stay up till like 1 in the morning doing homework, and then so you get like 4 hours of sleep. And so I fucking fell asleep. I put my tape recorder down, and it's me and 3 other people doing the interview, and I started to nod off, and I fell asleep, and I woke up and I was like, he didn't notice. He's still talking. He didn't seem like he noticed. And I was like, okay, I dodged a bullet there. And I went back and I transcribed my tape later, and he starts talking to me about how I'm sleeping in the fucking tape. And he's like, and you're not gonna remember this because
That's
you're asleep,
awesome.
but when you wake up and you listen to this tape and you realize it, come back and I'll finish the story. And I'm like,
That's
"Ugh."
great.
I guess I was just used to it happening. So
That's
I'm
funny.
like,
See,
I
I
had
had-
no idea until I tried to transcribe the tape.
I had that with a friend, and they were talking to me about something like some dating advice or something. And I started falling asleep because because I was exhausted after traveling. It was at a convention. And they just stopped and they went, listen, I know you're tired. You don't have to listen to me. You can go to bed. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, yes, good night. I'm so sorry.
My favorite. Oh, sorry.
You're good. They're in the middle of like a breakup and they're like, oh, I don't know if it's going to work out. And I'm like, okay, good night.
My favorite falling asleep story was I was watching the finale of Lost with a friend. I had already seen it and I was watching it again. And I was just super, super tired. And I basically was falling asleep. And at one point, Locke says, Jack. And I went, yeah, what? My friend, she was like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, oh, I was just talking to Locke.
Do you talk in your sleep?
I used to.
Not usually.
Back when I used to drink, and Gavin used to live with us, Gavin and girlfriend and I would always watch TV, and I would always get drunk and pass out.
Yeah.
Always get drunk and pass out. And they would make fun of me and bitch at me, and I'd be like, no, I watched the whole thing, And then I would wake up before them in the morning because they're lazy fucks. And I would just read the Wikipedia of whatever it was, and they'd start talking about it. I'm like, oh, when that happened, they're like, how did you know? You didn't watch it. You were asleep. I heard your story. And I'm like, I was waiting for the whole thing.
I remember when
I did that for them months.
You would read your TV.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I used to do that to them all the time. They
There was
never
an
figured it
episode
out.
of Breaking Bad where you were asleep before the intro.
Yeah. But I knew everything that happened.
You knew everything.
Do any of y'all fuckers talk in your sleep? Or
No.
Yeah.
Katie does. I don't.
All the time.
Yeah?
I do.
No.
Lindsay does.
I
kind
scream
of.
in my sleep.
Yeah, I scream, but mostly because I get sleep paralysis.
night
So I'm
terrors.
like, please wake me up. I can't move.
Michael, that is a really nice shirt and hat you're wearing.
Where did you get those?
Where did you get a hat and shirt like
I
that?
emailed somebody.
Gavin and Jeff and Jack, where'd you get those lovely shirts?
Not this one. Don't
Who's
look at
she?
this one.
No, not that one. No, that one. Not
Right,
that
that
one.
shit's
Not
fucking
that
idiot.
one
I
either.
fucking.
I got them
And also
from
that
the
glass.
Rooster Teeth store.
What?
And you can too.
Oh, it's already
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by the Rooster Teeth store. I just mentioned that. You got it, Jack. Shop the RT store at
Ryan.
store.roosterteeth.com.
Walking a fine line, buddy.
With a metric shitload of
It's up
new
already.
Achievement Hunter, that's us, merch, that stands for merchandise, in the store right now.
Right now!
You can casual cosplay as
They're
the
gonna make us
saltiest-
re-record this, Jeremy.
Jack, shut up! I need to get to the fucking read. You can casual cosplay as the saltiest people on the planet every day of your life. The Artory store is also the perfect place to buy gifts for the Achievement Hunter fan in your life this holiday season. Why did you just pour it on his phone? Lindsay just poured Diet Coke on Jeremy's
I didn't know
phone.
there was
you can't
Absolute device. She's like, fuck
Go to the
you,
Rooster Teeth
kids.
store. Maybe you can buy a new phone.
Remember, visit store.roosterteeth.com/Jeremy's fucked phone for the latest, greatest Achievement Hunter merch. Plus, first members automatically get 5% off at checkout. Go shop the store, or else we bring back Loopy.
You look like a
Lupe.
garage mod. Like,
Loopy Loopy.
I also like how I keep having to fucking do the work for them. It says plus first members automatically get 5% at checkout. Get 5% what? 5% off! Put the off in. What if I didn't fucking figure that out and I just said get 5% at checkout? I look like a fucking idiot
That means you only
right
get
now.
5% of what you purchase.
I look like a
5%
moron.
or
did get
5%
purchased.
of the
Damn it.
next shirt.
But hey, go buy some stuff. If
You
you
could
want.
do it.
You
Hey,
don't
Michael,
have to.
For legit, let me tell you something that's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Hey,
So,
lay it on me.
after-
Ryan's riding.
After talking with the merchandise guys from Extra Life this year,
That
we
is them.
We have the hashtag for the kids pin. I'm sure
Great
you-
pin. Great hashtag.
Great pin.
Who came up with that?
So,
Yeah, it's a Michael Jones.
so that pin is going to live in the Rooster Teeth store from here on out.
Oh,
We're gonna
yeah?
sell- and
You did
proceeds,
it,
Selling for the
Michael.
kids?
and proceeds from that
Well,
pin
they
are going to
did
go
it.
to Extra Life. So
You
that'll
did
live
it,
in the store
Michael.
forever,
So
if
we
you
got
wanna
like
buy
a
it-
perma extra life donation.
Which, by the way,
that's awesome.
We had it came down. We were workshopping. It came down to two pins: hashtag for the kids or hashtag fuck those kids. I think we picked the right one.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
You know?
like the
For the
community
kids, I
shirts,
think
might disagree,
like
but
this
that's
shirt, I'm
okay.
wearing this Chicago shirt. So like the community shirts, and now the pin goes to charity. So
I
we don't
hear,
make any money off that.
Roy Moore bought the other one.
You went
Jesus
there.
Christ.
I was thinking about it, but you said it. So.
So
Well, you
anyway,
get the Boston
go check it out.
shirt, which
Dude,
is
fucking
charity.
Mitch-
I'm not wearing it
fucking-
right now, but it's awesome.
Mitch the Turtle McConnell came out today and said that he believes those women.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he
I'm a
said
turtle.
front
Cool.
page of CNN. Have you
All right,
seen
he
that?
looks like a tortoise.
Did anybody
more
watch
than
the
a
South Park with
South
Mitch
Park,
McConnell?
yeah.
I haven't
Oh my
seen it
God,
yet.
it's one of the funniest moments in
I
the history
can't
of
do
South Park.
anything. I'm a turtle.
I don't know how to do that. I'm just a turtle.
He does
Anyway.
look like he's one of the only human beings to be able to suck his head completely into his body.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try that.
Every time I see Mitch McConnell,
You
I think,
demonstrated how you did that in a video. You're like, it's right here. You can see me try to suck my head in like a turtle. You use the exact
I feel like
terminology.
any second when you see Mitch
His
McConnell in a
Flinch's
press
bouncy.
conference,
Yeah,
you think
Flinch
the
was
hair is gonna
bouncy
blow
too.
by him.
You see me go like Jack, I want to see it coming. And then Jack throws the bouncy ball, and right before it hits me, I go,
He really does. He's like.
Everybody in the room, as soon as you hear a bouncy ball, doesn't everybody do
that's
that?
what I do too. I suck all my limbs into my body.
Broadcast has put up a picture on the wall on the screens here, the preview monitor for us. They put a picture of a Ninja Turtle up there. We wanted a picture of Mitch McConnell.
It's the master of disguise. Please.
Oh, was it? Oh, it was Dana
It
Carvey.
actually did look a bit like Dana Carvey.
He put a picture of Dana Carvey up on the wall.
of disguise. He's going to be
That's my favorite SNL.
No. Again, they put up a
There's
turtle.
Mitch McConnell.
No, stop. They
it's
keep
a
putting
turtle.
up the turtles. Jeremy, you ruined the fucking bit. Thanks.
I didn't see what it was.
No, Jack, that's him. That's the guy.
I didn't see what it was. Stop putting your politics into this, Jack.
Jeremy, fucking fight him.
No, he just there's nothing political about that. The dude looks like a turtle.
Here, I'm gonna get political. I'm gonna get
He
political.
talks
real
like a
quick.
turtle.
I'm
Michael's
gonna
getting
get political real quick. Jeremy, Carvey and I
if you want to. Is that was
Oh,
it?
we're at Jameson.
Okay.
Well, we're out of makers because I drank it all.
It's all so bad.
Wait, is this my shot?
It's so bad. No.
I
Yeah.
still haven't taken it. Oh no.
Drop it in the beer.
That's the face squish followed by the hate pitch.
See, Ryan knows. He's waiting. Thanks.
held back.
Thanks,
I held back.
Ryan.
I'm good.
Thanks for being a
Wait,
witness.
we used to
Wait,
get off
wait,
the
wait.
whiskey and the
Does
beer?
Ori give you the hate?
Are y'all up on all
no,
that
no,
fucking
okay.
Battlefront
Yeah.
controversy that hit over the weekend?
Oh,
Controversy.
They got like 250,000 downvotes on Reddit.
Yeah.
There's 350,000 last week.
What do they say?
They were like,
So Darth Vader
Thursday.
allegedly, EA Battlefront
Yes,
people,
Battlefront 2.
allegedly
all heroes,
Yeah.
really.
all
Anakin
like
Skywalker.
heroes are
Yes.
like 40 hours into the gameplay, like 40 hours of grinding to
I know
unlock
what you're talking
them.
about now. There are early challenges that will let you, I guess, unlock one faster.
Well, I guess
but it's
basically
still,
people
like,
were complaining
super
about
fuck
it,
you.
and
Yeah.
they popped in.
I think
to
it's
be
so
like,
random to a certain point, right? It's
No.
it's in a loot
No,
crate, isn't it?
No. Well, it's well,
It sounds
that
like,
I don't know.
I
it sounds
think
like
it
on
is.
average it's
What
like
I-
40 hours to unlock
The
one.
article
Maybe
I
the
was
loot crates
reading
if you get lucky?
said your
I think it's if
credits
you're lucky.
are applied by game time played, not by anything that you do, aside from those
So
early
you just leave it
challenges.
running?
So it was like.
Essentially, you probably could do that.
So I
But
guess
no, you'll get
people were
booted from
outraged about that, and
most
I haven't
downvoted comment
I
in
haven't
history on
looked
Reddit.
at it, but apparently some Battlefront Reddit account went in there and was like, nah, listen, this is what we're doing. Negative 350,000.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. People didn't like it.
Allegedly.
That is one very upset Star Wars
I
fan.
haven't seen it, but
Create
like, you're like the-
349,999 altogether.
You're like
One
the
of the
ninth person to ask me about it today.
Did you know that one of the community managers come out and say something about like armchair
Yeah.
developing? too?
Armchair
That one's
devs.
gone.
They're like, there's so many
Yeah.
armchair devs on this game or something like that.
I mean, they released a statement that was like, we
When
want
did-
you to feel like you earned, like you accomplished something when you unlock these heroes, but at the same time, it's like, yeah.
It's a
When did-
Star
you didn't
Wars
even wait
game.
for
You
it.
want to play a Star
You know
Wars
everything.
game?
I agree with you. Also,
thought it was behind, I'm
when did
sorry.
Armchair
Are we
become the
another-
replacement for Backseat? It's the
It's
same thing, right?
Same
The
thing.
same thing, yeah.
Right.
I didn't like
Armchair
it. Why
general.
you make a
Backseat
why
coach
make a
and
Star Wars
armchair
game where
coach,
you
yeah.
can't play as Luke Skywalker or Salacious Crumb or Darth Vader? Those are the three.
No
right?
one had any
Fett.
problem in the first game with the fact that you
Salacious
could play
Crumb.
as these heroes.
I was like, why the fuck would you play?
Nobody ever plays as Salacious Crumb.
But seriously though, in a game like Star Wars Battlefront, no one had a complaint in the first game that you could play as Darth Vader right off the bat, or you could play as any of the heroes right off the bat. It was just linked to maps, I'm pretty sure, right? Like,
Yeah,
it
It
was
was
like
game
the
type.
maps
It was
are-
linked to game type.
it was linked to game type.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it
Play
was
heroes
like,
versus villains, you'd be a hero or villain.
well, I mean, like I think like on the Hoth map, you specifically had to be Luke
Oh,
or
yeah,
Vader,
yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. Made sense. It's like why add all this stuff behind a lot, like either a ton of gameplay or worse, a paywall.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of
I mean,
messed
it's
up.
just a,
But it's like,
I'll say
like
this,
an
like,
artificial paywall. It was like, oh no, you can get it, but it's like you're just gonna have to spend
you
your
can get
to
it
get me to
early.
play,
That's
to get me
not-
to
I don't
play
like
40
that.
hours of any video game at this point in
Playwall.
my life is pretty tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
40 hours is an investment.
Second time is a lot.
I don't
Especially
think I'm gonna.
right now,
I don't think I'm
there's
gonna
so
play
many
the
games
game.
out.
When's that
At all.
game out?
Friday.
Well, it's either Friday or it just came out.
Mine came out today.
Jack,
if you're watching this,
Did you do the Trials of Anubis or no?
I've not done the Trials of Anubis.
Well, you missed
I'm
it. Now it's
woefully
done.
behind.
It's not
on
done.
that
It's
shit.
not,
No,
it's
I'm-
not done yet.
No?
Yeah.
What? I thought I missed
It's
it.
8 a.m. tomorrow. You're not gonna be
You
able
can
to.
get it.
Time.
You can get
What
that.
level do you have to be to
Well,
fight
the
him?
recommended's 40,
Max
but
level.
do you have to be 40?
You do not have
it
to
says
be 40.
recommended, but I'm guessing
at
you won't
40,
deal enough
it
damage.
takes a while to do enough damage to kill him.
40 is max level?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
As of now.
35 right now. Do you think I could?
I mean,
try?
you might as well because
The
it's gonna
mechanics
be
weren't
over.
that difficult.
No, I mean I watched.
I'm just
watching.
like I'm already
It's
at
just
a point
putting down
where
enough damage.
I'm up to those phallic, whatever the fuck, not
The
phylax.
not like not dick, not
phylax.
phallac, like
Right.
the dicks, the
Phylax.
phylax.
Yeah.
They're like super high powered assassins.
Exterminate.
And I've been killing them. I'm level 30 right now. And like I have a sword that I have a legendary sword that's fucking awesome. It heavy charges in like 1 second. So I knock him down and then I hit him. And I knock him down and hit him. I knock him
I don't
down.
know
And
much.
hit him. Yeah, well, not even a noob. It's like these dudes. I'm 30. I just got to the next guy. It's actually the quest line they give you, where it's like, all right, now kill these guys.
Kill all these guys,
And
yeah.
I've been killing them, right? Like they were lower than me, then they're the same level. I killed one that was like 2 levels higher. I'm 30. I now fought at 35. I would guess like a heavy hit from me is like 1% damage.
Yes.
I was like, I can knock this guy. I'm gonna need to do it 400 times.
I watched
He
you
hit
last
me with
night, yeah.
1 arrow. I went from full health to 1 bar.
Yep.
I'm like, well, I'm not gonna win this fight.
No,
so
that's
I'm
true.
guessing Anubis will
Kill,
go the
killing
same
know
all
much
of them,
about
you get
the-
an outfit if you
Yeah.
kill them all.
The
which is pretty
Anubis
cool.
thing, but it sounds like they're trying to like extend the lifespan of the game, single player game, kind of like Hitman they
Yeah.
do with the elusive targets. That's
Yeah.
very cool.
They're
Which I think is
I'm-
brilliant.
I'm sure
it's
it'll
so
come
well
back.
done. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
I'm sure it'll come back, this one eventually. There's no way it'll never come back up, but I'm like, I'm so close. If I had
No.
like 4 more days, I'd be able to do it.
We
in
talked
time.
about it. They're probably going to implement more of the gods, so I assume they're going to.
Correct.
Like,
But
yeah.
also,
I mean, we know they are.
in
Yeah.
one of the like trailer images, like promotional images for the whole thing of
it
like
penis?
you can fight whoever or whatever.
Oh,
it
okay.
was
Never
it was
And penis.
what's his name again? Balak?
Bayek is the main character.
It was Bayek like fighting 2 giant scorpions, like scorpions that were his size.
Oh, the scorpion
Scorpion
god's it's a
King?
female. What's her name?
But I
can't
mean,
remember.
like it could be
The Rock.
The Rock,
and
yeah.
so
Yeah.
when it's described as like you can fight either it's like gods or mythical creatures.
Dude.
Ooh.
And I will say, Jeff, I know you like played it a little bit. You,
I'm Jeff.
you were playing the Assassin's
I'm
Creed.
up to, like,
and
level
you-
15,
and you've
but
now
then I switched
over
to Call of Duty, yeah.
I'm assuming you haven't gotten to there yet. Boy, does that game get snaky. Holy
Oh,
shit.
it gets
yet to
Like,
heavy
you get to the
snakes.
tombs and you walk in, it's like, ow, what the fuck was that? And you realize you got bit by a snake, and there's 19 snakes in
Yeah.
the room.
Fuck
Yeah.
You're
that.
like, oh,
It's like, oh
fuck.
shit! And
Yeah.
like, I'm pretty sure no matter what level you are, a snake does a third of your health.
Yeah.
So if you get hit 3 times, you're dead.
But it's like the thing about
and it's
snakes.
like, oh, and they're like everywhere.
they like can't come at you, but you're just surrounded at
They,
them.
just,
You're like,
they,
oh,
literally-
fuck.
they don't move. They just sit there and they'll strike.
I
They
talked
don't
about that.
actually move towards
I think
you.
that's kind of bullshit. Like, not to drag or anything or dog.
Here we
but,
go.
Like, yeah, a snake should move at you if
Probably.
they're attacking you. They
Yeah,
just kinda hang out, so you just,
I'm okay
But
with
honestly,
it.
if you wandered into some of those places that they could move, you'd get
Well,
fucked.
then they also what they start doing is they put them in fucking pots, Resident
Yeah.
Evil style, because they start adding pots and crates like shit you have to break to get out of your way. So you're like, oh, I'm running through, smash these pots. Oh, I'm running through, smash. Oh fuck, there's 4 snakes in them, and there's a snake fucking coming at you.
Well,
was
Michael,
joking.
thank you. You just
Yeah.
assured that I will
Yes.
never finish
Jeff,
that
I
game.
started texting this to you over the weekend. It was like, nah, I'll just tell him in person.
Hey,
I
Travis,
don't even want to put it in his
Are you looking
text.
for the pommel horse? No. That's right here.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I almost texted you like, man, you got out of AC at
Travis
exactly
created
the
the
right
pommel
time.
horse.
Sounds like it.
It gets real snaky.
Because Jeremy came
bastard
out in the
behind
office, he was like, "Man, if it's one thing I've learned about ancient Egypt is that there's cobras everywhere."
I was like, there's
it's true.
cobras and fucking everything if I'm
You
learning
hit
anything
a
about
point
Egypt.
where it's like once you get to the pyramids,
Yeah.
they're
It's like,
fucking-
I invented a toaster. There's a cobra in it. Like every fucking thing.
We
There's
didn't, we didn't
everywhere.
comment on the
Well, you
joke.
gotta power
but-
the toaster
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
They
Dude,
didn't
they
have
are
electricity.
startling too, because it's like pitch black in those fucking tombs.
Yeah.
You
And
pull
they-
the torch at a
you,
cobra.
you just hear and you get hit by something.
How many
What
times
the
have you
fuck was
actually
that?
thrown a torch at a cobra? Have you done that?
I do it plenty.
Well,
You try
I
and
like
set them
hold
on
the
fire.
thing
I
and
made
there's
the
a cobra and I
joke.
go, ah, I throw the torch
I
at
don't think you recognized it, but you said that, and I went. And it's like that's Resident Evil 4. Is you cut twice, so you hit a snake if it's in a box or something.
Ah, see, I never played Resident
That's
Evil.
the double tap.
So is it the
Resident
best
Evil.
Assassin's Creed ever?
It's
I like
I
it
don't
a
know
lot.
if I'd
It's
say
good.
There's things that I like and things that piss me off.
I mean, it was doing well till the snake revelation.
I hate,
Wow.
Brotherhood
there were.
Revelations
It
were
is a lot.
fantastic.
I hate that you have to
What's
dismount
that?
your
Brotherhood
horse to talk to
Revelations.
anybody.
We're both
You
really
can't.
I like 2 in
I take
Brotherhood.
dialogue
You have to
that
get off
way.
your high horse.
Brotherhood.
I also like
I
4.
love Revelations of Black Flag.
Black Flag was
I love
incredible.
Black Flag because I love the goddamn scenery. Like
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
different than every other
Well-
Resident Evil. It's all tropical and like
Resident
green
Evil.
That's
and
cool.
the ocean, you know, and like
Yeah.
all the diving shit. The ship battles are fucking
ship battles so
awesome
good.
in Resident
Syndicate?
And those are in origin.
You're really on Resident Evil right
It's
now.
because we went there.
It was,
You need
it
more
was
alcohol?
unfortunate that Syndicate came after Unity because Unity was it was a misstep.
Unity's the
No.
only one I haven't played.
And then, but
'Cause it's-
Where did
Syndicate,
Unity take
Syndicate
place?
is so good, France.
Didn't it not
Yeah.
work? Like
We
it
played-
was-
That's why it was
We
broken.
had
That's why I didn't
four-player
play it.
co-op didn't work.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
good.
it was broken initially, and they eventually
Yeah.
patched it. Where it actually does work now. If you want to go back and play it, it's
I
a good
watched
game,
Lindsay
but-
play that game, and they would be like hub rooms that you had to like
Yeah.
return to, and the floor would just be like
Yes,
this.
I showed him. I
And I
turned
was like,
into
I'm
a
not playing
hallway,
that.
and you would fall into an infinite abyss.
She
in
would
the
be
hallway,
like,
and I'd be like, all right.
she'd be like climbing a building and then fall through the building, and I was
All
like,
of
yeah, I'm
that's
not
been
playing
fixed
this.
now. So if you ever want to play it now, now's the time to play.
they
I
have
it.
a
honestly should. Like, do they have That was that on one or that was on 360?
That was
'Cause
Xbox
Black-
One. That was the first one.
Was it really?
Specifically
Wow,
for
I
Xbox
thought Black
One.
Flag was.
No, Black
'Cause I
Flag went
just
on
skipped
both.
it.
Because Black Flag was on Xbox 360 and Xbox
Wait, Black
One.
Flag was before Unity.
It was before
Oh,
Unity.
you're right. Okay, you're right.
But then,
That
but
was the first
But
one.
then Unity had Rogue, and Unity came out at the same time. Rogue was 360, and Unity
That
was
was
for
the side
Xbox.
Now,
Yeah.
you played Origins.
No. Rogue was the one where he plays the Templar.
No, Rogue was like. Wasn't that ported from something?
No,
or
no,
was that brand
no.
new?
That was Liberation, which was
That's what
that
it
was the
was.
PS Vita.
That's
one.
what I was thinking.
I
Yeah?
think. Or was
Yes.
Liberation?
All right.
was
No, you're
Liberation-
right.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was Liberation.
Okay.
Something was ported, and that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
There's like 3 of the side scroller ones.
Yes.
There's
was
3 of
there was
those,
a Russian one,
and then there was the
one in
ported
India,
one.
and
That
one
was
in
China.
China, yeah.
You know, it was the last time I remember playing
China
one
was
of
the
those
first one,
games.
right?
Egypt. And
Played it for a hunt.
Oh, really?
I think
Ooh,
me and
what?
Ryan.
Oh, yeah,
I
trying to
think
get an achievement or something. The first
Yeah.
time you
Yeah, I
beat a
remember that.
level.
I think I
Which
edited
one?
that one.
Which one?
The side scroller
I
one.
think it was the.
I think it was India.
It was
Yeah.
One in India.
the first one. Me and Gavin did. Hunt.
Yeah, I did China.
It was that was me and you. It was like the first one to beat the level, and then you hit a point where you sucked.
Goodness.
Jeff,
You
Jeff
got
breathed on the back
over
of my
and
head.
over and
He
over and
choked
over
a
and
little
over.
bit.
Did you play Origins yet?
I already did mine.
Jack
No,
played
I'm just saying,
Origins,
I'm
yes?
Oh,
No, I'm
Stop!
into it, but I'm not
Not
nearly
yet,
as far as I
it's
should
really
be.
cool.
Okay, am I wrong that like in previous Assassin's Creed games, whenever you look at the fucking map, you can actually select what you want to highlight and
Some
go
of them,
for
yeah.
those things?
Yes.
In this game, you can't. It's just
It's
a
kind of
massive
annoying.
map.
You
Oh, there's
can't.
no-
yeah.
You can't sort
You can't
the
filter.
icons
Yeah.
on your map. There's
Which
no
is
filter,
No.
which is kind of crazy.
frustrating.
It's kind of crazy because you can do it in a lot of the other Assassin's Creeds. The thing that pisses me off the most, and maybe I just haven't found the setting,
Bye,
is the
Jeff.
Yeah, you can
goddamn.
leave, Jeff.
It's just go. It's the goddamn
Hey, we'll see you in the office.
snapshots.
Call of
on your
Duty?
map.
Oh yeah.
Give me
See all
a
the photos.
See you
fucking
for some
button
Call
to
of
just
Duty,
turn
man.
them off.
What snapshot?
So in Assassin's Creed, you can like take pictures of yourself while
It's
you're
a
playing.
new thing.
Or other people can too.
Well, it seems like they took a lot of
But
the
it-
elements of Destiny and put that in. So that's one thing. Is like you can avenge other players who have died in a certain area,
Bye,
like
Jeff.
online players, and
fine.
that's
Jeff's
their
fine.
screenshot too.
Hey, there's a close-up. of
That's
camera
pretty cool.
four.
The revenge thing. The revenge thing's pretty cool.
Well, you get XP for doing it, so you're like, okay, I'll avenge you.
Yeah,
online
there's
player.
like revenge quests where if someone dies.
That's clever. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's the idea of like there's other people in the Animus too, like experiencing
Yeah.
the same kind of stuff. I'd love that. My favorite stuff in Assassin's Creed is all the modern day stuff, and like they've skimped
God,
on it
I
so much
appreciate
last
this
couple
conversation.
ones.
How
So
it
What
Yes.
modern day stuff?
like all the stuff where it's like like when you played as Desmond, like you
Oh,
were
like
actually
outside of the Animus.
outside of the Animus.
Well,
Like,
as
I love that.
as a progressive female myself, I appreciate that it's a woman now.
Yeah,
also
yeah.
That you transfer to.
It's also funny
What's her name?
as Layla,
Layla. Yeah.
because Michael knows.
Wait,
Yeah.
Layla?
Aya is Bay ex-wife, but I was
the
never
Yes.
her.
woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the one
She's a
outside of the
badass.
Animus?
Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly haven't delved too deep in any of these.
Well, I like-
Assassin's
I
Creeds
like,
since, like,
I was
the
like
Revelations.
living with Lindsay, who's like, I know without talking to her, is gonna be like, oh, it's awesome. You're playing the woman.
Look at that.
You're playing as Layla, and it's cool. They mean, blah 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 blah. This is where I get into trouble in a very Jeff-like manner when Jeff's like, I can't stop myself. I was already like that, and he's only made it worse.
Yeah.
Where
Choose your words
hearing
carefully right now.
hearing Lindsay do that already in my head, I'm like, got it. Like I can't wait till I get up there to make some kind of comment. I already knew you were a woman. I get to that point, I'm playing the fucking game, and I'm literally coming out of the Animus, and I turned to Lindsay, and I was like, I fucking love this game. This is awesome. I'm a woman? This game sucks.
Jeremy's like fucking slut.
It's always
Get outta here.
good to build her up, and then just
I'm the
piss her
slut
off.
guy.
Yeah,
So,
and then like I'll just look at Lindsay and just Jack. It's literally Let's Watch Jack, where I'm just like
You just poke the
poking
bear.
her. I'm like, she's a woman.
Yeah.
She can't get anything done.
I
Oh!
just silently rage.
Yeah. And then
So,
now-
wait a minute.
Now I'm gonna
When
get
you go in
lynched
the
on the
Animus,
internet.
Jack, you might know this.
Yes.
So when you go in the Animus, you're in current day, right?
Yes, your
you
body's
go
in
in the
current day.
Animus,
I mean,
and then
wherever current
you're
day
like
is.
into your memories, right?
Not necessarily yours. It's like
Your
now
ancestors.
that,
Your ancestors.
Not
It's not
necessarily-
even
not
that
even now,
anymore.
it's
It's
just-
just like any DNA.
The
you
DNA
have.
you
You
have,
can do
right.
it.
So-
You just plug her in.
Which is
But anyways,
cool.
you go
I
into
think.
that,
Yeah.
but you have no like in the context of the game,
Yes.
not like what you're actually playing, but you have no control of what they do. You're just living
Allegedly.
it vicariously.
Basically.
Is that what it's saying?
It's something like
I thought that was the
yeah.
point, though, is you can go in and manipulate it. So
No.
you're trying to correct things.
No.
Well, I
No,
thought,
yeah.
I
No,
thought
that'll be
that's
time
what-
travel.
Nope.
What I'm trying to
was-
figure out is
No,
did she
no,
go
no.
in and then start jerking off because
No.
she has a dick now?
No,
I
you're
always
just
thought
living
you're
there.
just
That's what I wanted to know.
But if you deviate,
She
you
relived
desynchronise.
sex?
I was gonna say
Well,
there is
that's
a
it.
cutscene about
Yeah, yeah.
that where she has a sex scene. She's like, "Wow."
I mean,
that
that's
was nuts,
fine,
yeah.
but Gavin's right. If you deviate, you desynchronize.
Yeah, like if you're outside here,
'Cause
and
it
go
doesn't-
around
it doesn't
slitting
make
civilians,
sense.
they're like, no, that didn't
So
happen.
it's like,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
anything, at best, it's like just from that, I would say like the game's saying you are controlling it, but you're very clearly on like a set path of what you're controlling. It's more like, I would almost say it's like racing a ghost, like in like a Mario Kart or something, like a ghost race. Like you're following the ghost perfectly, but you can be like, I'm gonna go left, and they're like, no, you can't, and then they shut it down.
It's I think the intent is that it's supposed to be like on rails.
Yeah,
Like, basically,
you're supposed to think that everything
What I'm
that
wondering
you're
is if I
doing
lay
is what
down
the
in an
memory
animus.
of the person did.
Right, and I woke up in a woman's body as an ancestor, I would instantly be like, I gotta find something to put in me. Like, I would just have to.
Unless she
experience,
woke
I
up
was-
thinking that, it
I
didn't
was
happen.
born as a woman, and I went, man, I can't wait to get that dick inside of me. That's
Well,
what
it's not
happened.
even
To be
that. I'm
fair,
like,
also, he didn't say dick. Don't put words in his
no,
mouth.
right,
That's
just
not
something.
He said
Something
something.
Like,
phallic-y,
what
yeah.
does that feel
Also,
like?
again, you're going against his entire point. You're saying you were born a woman. His point is he's born a man. He
Right.
now is a woman.
And I
it's not about
assume-
being
Yeah.
born.
I
So would
assume
you
if I was
saying this-
born a man-
exactly, or
No, it's true,
you,
it's
you
true.
were
Wait,
the
no,
other
no,
way.
no. Let me
There you go.
switch that up. I assume if I was born
I
a
was like,
woman,
Jeremy, you were.
if I was born a woman and then was put in a man body,
He'd be like, go for the dick.
go for the dick.
To
What
be
does it
fair,
feel like
yes.
to rub a dick?
It's
Yeah, well,
true.
no
I
Right,
shit.
you would have to
I would
wonder.
do that, yeah.
Right. So,
So wait,
get
if
off
you
your
were-
fucking high
If you were
horse.
suddenly a woman
Sorry.
tomorrow, would you try and woo a man and receive a man, or would you be like, "Where's the nearest cucumber stand"?
I would just shove anything up there.
Or like fuck a bedpost.
Or just come
It's
to our
not-
office and grab
don't
one
do
off.
that.
That's true. There's like
Don't-
50 dildos.
I don't
Fuck
care
a
what.
bedpost.
Although they're
We'd
probably
come in
pretty
and find,
dirty.
Yeah, they are. We'd come in and find Lady Jeremy throwing balls,
Yeah, no.
trying to get the dick out of the
Dude,
ceiling.
what if we came to the office and Jeremy was hanging from the ceiling with the dildo in him?
Her.
Yeah, Lady
Sorry.
Lady Jeremy would be up
Sorry,
there,
'cause
hanging from a
The
dildo.
monster is still hanging out of
Guaranteed.
I've heard the urban
Guaranteed.
legend horror stories
Guaranteed. If
about
I was
bedposts,
suddenly at a
so no.
vagina,
the ceiling.
it
What was
would be
the urban legend horror story you heard?
The
about-
urban legend horror story about bedposts.
Yeah.
A girl was bouncing on her bed. She jumped off of her bed from the bounce and landed square on the bedpost into her vag and kind of like impaled herself.
That's not
So,
good. That's
yeah.
bad.
Also,
What?
That's
Yeah.
bad.
someone pointed out cucumbers. Was it Jack that said to look for the nearest cucumber?
yeah, it was
Gavin.
Jack. Jack said it.
No, it was
did he
Gavin.
say?
Don't fuck yourself with vegetables,
Don't do it.
people.
That's how you get
There was a
pickles.
woman who like fucked herself with a carrot or
Yeah.
something and
So that's how you
died.
get
Yeah,
She
yeah.
died.
Like there's
From what?
it's the organic matter that's involved with it. And there's, like,
Potassium.
an infection.
I would
Yeah,
imagine
yeah,
you put
yeah.
a condom on it, right?
Yeah,
Like-
just shove a Johnny on it.
Wash it and then condom it.
Just
Also,
get a dildo.
If you if you
Yeah,
want
or
to
buy a
something
dildo.
dick shaped,
Buy a
don't go
dildo.
for a carrot. Dicks don't come to a point.
I
I mean, some
Doesn't make any sense.
Jeremy,
Yeah, well,
don't
they could
insult
trim
my
the end of it off,
ex-boyfriends,
I'm
maybe.
please.
sorry.
Listen,
Spend some time
I also-
shaping it, whittle it a little bit.
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah.
to disappoint you. Most dicks do not look like a cucumber.
No, they don't.
That's true.
Just so you know, that's,
Goodness.
if you're setting yourself up.
Speak for yourself.
There was
no,
an
I'm speaking for
episode-
all of us except
Would
for
you
Jack.
would
Yeah.
you eat a cucumber?
Oh, hang on, wait.
Go ahead.
What,
Would
go
you
on?
eat a cucumber that had been used, but there
No.
was a Johnny on it?
No, 'cause
What's
you
the
get that
scenario?
latex
What's the
flavor.
scenario here? Is it like I'm
flavor
buying it at the
Johnny.
goddamn grocery store and they're like, oh, that was inside someone?
No,
Or
no,
is it
like,
like,
I'm just
like a
saying-
deserted
no,
island or
you're
something?
you're at home, you're like chop, 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 and then Lindsay's like, that was up me, but it was in a Johnny, and you'd be like,
probably trash it.
Now we
Really?
trash it.
even though like there's
Fucking
nothing on the
prude.
inside.
No,
There'd be
'cause here's the
none
thing.
of like the inner lube.
Yeah,
It'd
it's
just be
just
like,
I can
you're
afford
gonna cook it
a
anyway.
cucumber is
You're gonna grill
60
it.
cents.
why don't you cook a cucumber?
You grill it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can totally
no,
grill
yeah.
a cucumber. I
Jack's
agree
right.
there.
Yeah. Jack.
I wouldn't
I'm
do it.
fine with it raw as well. I'd
wouldn't
be,
do it.
Listen, I'd be fine doing it. I wouldn't do it for no reason.
Why is that weird though? Like I'm not
Okay.
TMI, but whatever. Like with all due respect, I assume you've eaten out cat before.
Correct.
You've literally tasted her pussy.
Jesus.
I mean, why
Christ.
is that any different?
Because he
from
wasn't
eating
eating a
cucumber?
sandwich.
Yeah, but that's
different.
That was the
No,
same
no, no, no,
shit.
not the same
Here's the
shit.
thing.
It's
No, no, no.
not.
Listen,
It's
listen.
not
not
the
like
same
it's a
shit.
garnish. You
when
don't
you're
take
going
your
in
bread,
there,
just like,
right? When you're going in
no.
there, you're going in there with an intent. Like I'm gonna do this. This is a thing. We're in the moment. It's happening.
Right.
It doesn't happen when you're
Not
just like,
even.
oh, is this in your asshole? Whatever.
No, listen.
That's not how
listen.
it works.
The thing was not.
Don't even
This is a
understand that.
used cucumber. It was specifically a used cucumber that had a Johnny on it, and when like one of the things I hate most is that latexy smell that sometimes a condom can have.
Most times has that.
Yeah.
Right,
the
it most times
lubey.
has that, and even I think there's some that have like the spermicide on them that I
Yes.
think
Yeah.
has even
They do.
more of a
Uh-huh.
smell.
Yeah.
Like when I get a whiff of that, I'm like, ugh,
So you're
it's
saying
horrible.
maybe like a rock dry,
If it was just
latex-free.
that
No,
was the
but-
cucumber's the only
Latex-free.
thing, I'd be
Jeremy's
more open to it than a
saying is
condom.
condoms
like
are for
sheep's stomach.
suckers. That's what he's saying.
Not true.
That's
Irish
what he's
Catholic
saying.
Not
right
true.
now.
Irish Catholic.
He's like, get in there, do the job.
All right, what if it was
I
the
stay
opposite?
loaded up on condoms, my
No, no,
friend.
no.
What if it was like the Femi Dom without.
If it was
What
just
does that
The
mean?
what?
What
Okay.
explain
Sorry,
that
what?
again.
so he's
Go
saying
back.
no Johnny, right?
no, the woman Johnny.
Yeah, no, there's a female.
You're talking about
Oh,
a
the lady?
diaphragm?
Yeah,
This
there's
is
a
still
female
the same
condom.
thing,
The,
right?
what is
Yeah.
it? I almost said
diaphragm?
IUD, but
But
that's
they
a bomb.
actually have like
diaphragm?
a full-on
Diaphragm?
Diaphragm's pretty.
Yeah,
Diaphragm's
is
different. That's not a condom.
Yeah, diaphragm's like a.
What's the name of it?
There
It's
is
like
a
if you
lady
shove it up
condom.
in there, though.
Femidom.
Sure.
There is like an actual
have-
like
okay.
full protection.
I can't give you an
style
answer to that
condom
because
for,
I have no
like-
experience.
Can someone Google Femidom?
I mean, you could.
Hang on,
Lindsay
give me
will
a second.
immediately.
Femidom is gonna give you a woman in leather whipping you or something.
Yeah, it's just a picture of me.
Damn.
I thought that's what it was called.
All right, who wants another shot?
I don't
Maybe that was just.
Well, do one more. We should wrap it up.
Let's stop.
Yeah, we gotta go film that thing.
I mean, we gotta do the post show.
Okay, post show.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do it on.
What are you filming?
I almost escaped, but then I
Call
heard an
me.
animus
A
discussion.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it. Shoot
Animi.
people.
We're gonna play
What's the plural of animus? Is it animi?
I think it's just still animus.
Animal.
The animuses. Animuses.
I did also like how they very early on in Assassin's Creed referenced the movie. I don't know if you saw that. In the emails, like with Layla and the other people she's talking to,
Yeah.
she specifically talks about an animus that has like an arm.
Oh, that's cool.
That would like pick you up so you could do like free roam and shit. I'm like, this is the movie!
Oh, that's
I was
cool.
reading
The movie
it.
was
I didn't
was
notice that.
not great, but I like that idea.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't
And
amazing. Here's the thing. Most of it was fine. All of the shit in the Animus was awesome.
Amazing.
There was way too much shit out of the Animus, which wasn't even like bad. Just didn't care.
Yeah.
The last 15 minutes was terrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
The ending of the movie was atrocious.
The best way to
Yeah.
describe that movie is just like the scene in Always Sunny where Dennis is talking about eating out what's her face on the trampoline.
Why is it always back to eating out?
Christy Orlando?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, it
On
wasn't
the
good. It
trampoline?
wasn't great, but it was fine. It's like that was the movie.
It was good. It was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't great.
Fine.
Yeah, I did. I like it for the first time ever. The desyncing made a lot more sense. It was like, or I mean, not the first time ever, but
Right,
it made,
like you're
oh,
fighting
you're
it.
desync. Your brain fights
Yeah.
what's going on. It's like, oh, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense in the universe of.
There was a
Assassin's
ton of
Creed.
weird shit that made no
I fell
sense in
asleep
that
during it.
film.
Well, speaking of which,
All the
tried to
present,
watch
all
it.
the present
I
day
missed
shit was
all of it.
nonsense.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. There's like you have such an amazing backstory and so much built-in lore already,
And they just
you just ignore
well,
it
it's
all. to make a movie.
all the present day shit is just made up shit that's not an Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just like
yeah, there's Abstergo. Like, okay, they're
there
a
it
thing,
is.
and it's
I
like
get it.
that's really about it. It's
It
like,
could have been. It
Templars
could have been like
Assassins.
15 minutes.
in
And
earlier
then just get in
Assassin's
there.
Creed games too, before Origins, did you?
So every single one ever.
Yeah, did you desync
Okay.
completely whenever you killed a civilian?
You had to
Yeah,
kill like
usually
a
Usually
couple.
usually they give you like 2.
Yeah.
Because in this game, you can kill as many as you want. I poisoned
I don't
them
think
all
that's
the time.
accurate.
That's not
Still,
true.
well,
You're
you're
making a
mistaken.
game, yeah.
You're mistaken.
When did you desync?
Then literally you kill someone, it's like don't do that again or you're gonna desync.
I poisoned them left and right because my shield has like a poison
Well,
effect. to it.
maybe
doing it
They're,
one at a
we
time.
don't know
You
that
can't-
by
you
accident
can't-
go around
you can't-
poisoning people.
yeah, you
Maybe it was
can't-
accurate.
You can't poison civilians with a shield.
Maybe they were
They only
fine.
get poisoned when they hit you.
Well, no, that happens all the time. It's like I'll
They
be
die?
fighting somebody else, and nearby I get proximity poisoning, and then
That's
some
not how it
some
works.
NPC will die, and
That's
I
not
get a
how it works
message
on
that
the
says,
shield.
"Hey, you can't what is it?
I mean,
like,
maybe if you're using the poison tool then.
yeah, I
I'm
use a
just
tool and a
saying.
shield,
because
same thing.
It's not the same goddamn thing, okay? The shield doesn't spread. You have to physically hit the shield in order to get poisoned. The poison might actually spread.
I
You can do
wanna-
some decent shit in that game. Like you can like infect dead bodies.
Yeah, yeah.
So then like other people that come check the dead bodies fucking like catch a
Rotting
disease
flesh.
and die.
They
Yeah.
like put a fart in the body.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah, some
It's like,
fart
it's like a
bodies.
fart bag. They put
All
in their
right.
mouth and
Yeah.
close it.
But that
Hey, we should wrap this up and
All
do
right,
post show.
let's wrap it
go
up.
Get some, I want to get some lunch before.
Hey,
we do
check
this thing.
out buy this, which you can't get now. Okay.
Raffle.roosterteeth.com.
Roosterteeth.store.com/kindafunny. Let's Play Reunion Drunk Jack.
That one too.
A female condom is a female or internal condom that is a pouch that is inserted in the vagina or anus before sex or birth control and protection. It works
Why would you
against
put it
sexually-
in-
Why do you need an
Why-
anal
yeah.
condom?